All right, are we good? Are we live? I think we are. Hello all and welcome back to the Women's Football Chat Live. Today the WSL is back and we are at West Ham for West Ham versus Arsenal. Should be a good game today. Obviously Arsenal still need to keep the pressure on Chelsea and Manchester City. West Ham will be looking to go 5 points ahead of Bristol City. So a lot at stake today. Harry, are you excited for it?
Yeah, as you say, it is a big game for two different reasons for these sides. West Ham need as many points as they can get in their fight to stay in the top flight. Arsenal, they would love to return to the top of the top flight. To go level with Chelsea today would put pressure on the reigning champions who play later.
I believe they have Everton later, right?
It should be that convincing. This is a West Ham side who haven't won at home this season, and that is in all 6 games. They've got 1 draw, 5 losses at home. It's a terrible record.
It's a fairly damning reflection of their season, really. West Ham, they've added a lot, though, in January, and I think that will make a huge difference. Christy Mewis, Katrina Gori-Zadorski, they're all signings that are, well, arguably top 6 quality. So I think that's going to add a lot to their team. Whether it's enough to see them compete against Arsenal, that remains to be seen. But as we saw last weekend, it is enough for them to get the results over Bristol City. And I think when they play teams like Brighton, like Leicester, later in this season, like Everton, I think they will pick up those points. So West Ham at the moment doing quite well. However, obviously, if they do lose today, they will have lost ground on Bristol City after their draw yesterday. A huge point for Bristol City against Aston Villa. Further compiling, well, a very miserable season for Aston Villa.
Yeah, it's been a really poor season for Villa, and if they're not careful, they could see themselves being drawn into this kind of fight that West Ham find themselves in. But, I mean, that's the thing for West Ham. Not only obviously would it be a big, however many points they pick up today would be massive, saying it's Arsenal, it'd be massive for their season.
None.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see a side that hasn't won at home yet this season even taking the game to Arsenal today. They've been really poor defence. Going forward, they've been okay. I mean, 7 goals between the front two of Asayi and Yuki or Ueki. So they're good going forwards. Defensively, though, it's been really poor. And, I mean, they're good going forward. Today's task made even tougher, though, because Arsenal have got a very big name back in the starting 11.
That is true. Shall we have a look at the starting lineups then?
Yes, we should.
Now, we are at the Chigwell Construction Stadium. And, well, other than that being a fantastic name, it's also a brilliant place for this game to be hosted. West Ham are the home side, and they line up as follows. 3-5-2 for the Hammers today. In the sticks, it is Mackenzie Arnold. Back 3 of Zadorski, Tysiak, I think is what we're going with in there. Not too familiar with Amber Tysiak, but I believe that's how you say her name. And then Sissoko. Across the 5, Shimizu, Hayashi, Gori, Ziu, and Smith. And the front 2 of Vivian Asayi and Ueke. So a strong team for West Ham. As I say, I think those reinforcements definitely do help them out. It's interesting to see Christy Moose not really getting involved in the first team yet. Do you think there's some fitness concerns there? Why isn't she starting?
Yeah, I think they're going to give her time. They've settled on this 3-5-2. It's very defensive, and today it should keep them compact. I think Mewis will come in eventually. You know, she's going to get there. But I feel like this midfield 3 is kind of, I wouldn't say it's working, but I'd say it's kind of what they're sticking with for now. But eventually you'd see Mewis come in. I do have to say, I think this West Ham side probably has the most difficult name to pronounce in the whole of the WSL.
Wow, I don't know.
If anyone knows how to say them properly, or if we're saying them wrong, please let us know.
There are some difficult teams out there.
We're going to stick with them, and then if they're wrong, they're wrong.
Yeah, but do tell us if we're mispronouncing them in a very respectful and helpful manner. Anyway, as for Arsenal today then, a lot of players we're much more familiar with. In between 6 is Manuela Zinsberger. Across the 4, Emily Fox, Leah Williamson, Lotta Wibbermoy and Steph Catley. In the pivot, it is Valti and Palova. On one flank, it's Beth Mead. On the other, it's Caitlin Ford. Vivian Miedemar is in attacking midfield. And leading the line, it's Alessia Russo. So, again, a strong team for Arsenal today. So I think Emily Fox is someone I want to touch on, because she's been a real revelation for Arsenal since joining. She's been, I'd argue, probably their best player last weekend in the game against Liverpool. Just overall, had a really good start to life at Arsenal.
Yeah, as you say, player of the match last weekend, and has kind of slotted in really perfectly. And it's bringing the consistency, bringing the performances, bringing not only the attacking returns, but the defensive numbers are very strong as well. And, you know, she's going to be working on the same side, I believe, as Leah Williamson.
Yes,
Who
which is
would
another
know
thing we
that?
should talk about. Williamson back in the side. I think she's come back at a really crucial point for Arsenal, not only because we're now going into the business end of the season, but they've just lost Jem Beattie to Bay FC. That's a huge loss in terms of defensive numbers. It leaves them quite light at centre-half, actually, when you consider they've only now got 4 centre-halves. If anyone goes off injured, they're suddenly at risk of another injury or suspension, leaving them very low on numbers. So they are a little light in that department now. But obviously they'll have youth players that can come in and play there. So I guess it makes sense in that regard. It does leave that door open. And I still think Ruben Moy, Williamson, Kadina and Ilishted. Now, while we've not seen a lot of Leah Kadina, I still think that's a strong 4 options at centre-half for Arsenal. So I don't think they lose an awful lot by losing Jem Beattie. I know a lot of people have been quite upset about that move. I think a lot of Arsenal fans are sad to see her go, but I don't think it's as big a loss as some people are making out.
Yeah, no, great servant was Jen, but you could say they've got better centre halves. You could say they've got enough centre halves.
Yeah.
But for Leah Williamson, it's a great day. It's not just a great day for Arsenal fans or England fans. It's great for everyone to see her back on the. Obviously, her first start in a very, very long time. Obviously, had one bench
Injured in
appearance
April of 2023. So
that is crazy.
about
Nearly
8 months. Yeah.
That is. And we know how good she is.
10 months, sorry, no.
Yeah.
Horrific maths.
But she's brilliant. She's an absolutely brilliant player. Obviously, you'd expect her to take time to get back to kind of match fitness, full strength. Yoda Sidevale feeling she is ready to start today. Big day, big game for her. And it's the correct game to bring her back in because I doubt she's going to have much to do.
Well, exactly. And I think there's a clear impetus on getting her back match fit before they go into this next round of games. So after West Ham, Arsenal face Manchester City London City Lionesses in the League Cup, which is a big game.
Yeah.
They have to win that. The FA Cup's a trophy they can win this year. That'll be straight through to the semi-finals, I believe, right? They're into the quarters there.
Yeah.
FA Cup, then they play Manchester City. Again, another competition they'll be looking to progress in, and that's a huge match. Then they play Manchester United, Tottenham and Chelsea in the league. This is a run of fixtures they'll want Leah Williamson in the side for, so it's understandable why they're bringing her back today, getting her back involved in the starting lineup in time for those huge fixtures coming up over the next 2 months.
Yeah, and because of that, run that we kind of touch on, means that's a make or break run for Arsenal. That is, which is why they can't afford to have any errors today. They need to take a big 3 points out of this afternoon's game, and then they need to use that to win in the Conti Cup and then take really good form. And they won't want to be dropping points now because they know there's a possibility that they start dropping points later on in the season. So they can't have any messing around today, and I don't think they will. West Ham, they're sitting defensively. They're going to put up a fight. We know, Mackenzie Arnold can pull off a very, very good save or two. But apart from that, they've been pretty weak defensively. Arsenal should have no problem here today.
Yeah, no, really shouldn't. I think West Ham clearly aren't a strong side. They struggled against Bristol City last week, and while Bristol City have put in some really spirited performances of late, I don't think that's indicative of their quality. And actually, West Ham just weren't good enough in that game, but they still got the win over the line. That's the crucial thing. They're getting the points when they need them. However, they can't have that level of performance against a side like Arsenal because they won't get away with it. And that's the key difference today. I just think this Arsenal team are too strong for West Ham to find that level, given that West Ham's performances just haven't been good enough recently. So for West Ham, they'll put up as much of a fight as they can, but I think it'll be a similar sort of story to what we've seen recently with Arsenal. In that Arsenal struggle to break him down for the first half. Eidevall says whatever he says at half time. Magic happens in the second half, and they come out and hit him early. But I don't think Arsenal were particularly strong recently either. If you look at their last game against Liverpool, they weren't looking like they were going to score. There's a key difference between how Chelsea played against Brighton, despite the fact they couldn't score, and how Arsenal played against Liverpool. Arsenal didn't really threaten. There weren't loads of chances. Chelsea missed 2 clear-cut opportunities, Wrighton and Kirby. And so that was the big difference, is that they just weren't, it wasn't that they weren't putting away chances, it was that they weren't creating them. And actually the floodgates only opened when Vivian Miedemar just stuck one in the top corner.
Yeah, I think as soon as that goal went in, Arsenal looked like a completely different side. So if West Ham know that, they know that if they stay disciplined, stay regimented, they frustrate Arsenal, they should be able to keep them level, should be able to keep themselves in the game.
But if they get out to the edge of the box,
Miedemar's
there, honour instantly.
Yeah, straight away. If West Ham can get the ball to Osei, nick a goal out of nothing, that'd be huge. But today is all about sitting very, very deep, staying in compact in this. I mean, it's down to 3-5-2, but for the majority of the game, it's going to be a 5-5-5, 4
5-5-5. Just sit in a rectangle. So come at us. But
5-3-2.
I don't think Arsenal figured out their attack yet. I don't think they know how to operate with Russo and Miedemar in there yet. And that's definitely something that West Ham can exploit today, because they don't break teams down very effectively, Arsenal. Now, today could prove that wrong. Arsenal could come out and they could show that actually they do know how to do that. But they haven't done it consistently this season. They haven't looked efficient in front of goal, Arsenal. That evidenced by their goal difference, because while they have one of the strongest defences in the league, they're 10 goal difference behind both Chelsea and Manchester City. And I think for me, the key difference between the two sides is that between the three sides, and why I don't think Arsenal are as likely to win the title as Man City or Chelsea, is that Chelsea and City have proven goal scorers and have goals, reliable goals. City have Khadija Shaw, who it's a surprise if she doesn't score, and then Chelsea have a plethora of talent, but this season it's mainly been Lauren James who's been holding that mantle in Sam Kerr's absence recently. So I think Arsenal still have a lot to prove this season. Now, a game like this could be the game where they prove that, because if they come out today and win 5 or 6-0, everyone's going to suddenly be a lot more convinced of this Arsenal side. The problem is, or the question is, whether that's going to happen. But anyway, teams coming out from the tunnel. I think that means it's time to get into some predictions. Firstly, though, welcome to the stream, Alex Arsenal fan. Good to see you. But yeah, if you want to get your predictions in the live chat, we'll make sure to read them out. And of course, vote in the poll and chat as well. We'll have a look at that once we've given our predictions. Harry, what do you expect to see from today's game?
Yeah, no, I think Arsenal know it's key they win. Obviously, United are already winning. They're 1 up at Brighton, and a win today puts them level on points with Chelsea, which then puts them 3 ahead of Man City. That puts pressure on both those sides who are playing later today. They can't afford any slip-ups. It's got to be convincing for Arsenal, and I think it will. I will go West Ham 0, Arsenal 4. I think they're really going to kind of show that they want to win this title and that they deserve to win this title. I will go 2 goals of either side the half. I think it'll be Miedema total scoring, Russo to make it 2. I'll go the 3rd from Leah Williamson, and the 4th coming through. Ooh, let's go Blackstone off the bench.
Fair enough. I am going to say a narrow 2-1 win for Arsenal. I don't think it's going to be convincing today. I don't think they'll go down. I think they'll go 2-0 up and then West Ham will get a consolation, but it's going to look nervy at the end. I think first half 0-0.
Yeah.
Similar to last week. I think they're going to struggle to get a goal. I'm then going to say, well, I'm tempted to go Vivian Miedemar again. I'll say Beth Mead to break the deadlock. Nice work down the right-hand side. She cuts in, finishes it well. And then it will be Victoria Pelova, who puts them 2 goals ahead. And then Vivian Asai will bring them within 1. And then, it'll be a very nervy end to the game for Arsenal.
Yeah.
But I think they'll just about see it out.
Fair enough.
So, yeah.
Fair enough. I think either way in for a good game. I mean, Arsenal, again, we know how well they'll dominate the ball, they'll dominate the play. It's whether they can create the chances that require them to score a heavy number of goals. Indeed it is. Just on the poll in chat, then 90% of the people in chat have gone for Arsenal. So that's fairly expected. 5% then for West Ham and 5% for a draw. So go 5% on a draw.
That's what we love to see. But yeah, we are about to get underway here at the Chigwell Construction Stadium.
It's a brilliant name to stadium. Quite a nice little quaint ground.
Yeah.
In the heart of London. Is my best guess, I'm guessing.
Definitely. I was just saying it could be anywhere.
Given
the fact that Brighton play in Crawley.
Could be anywhere.
This could be anywhere in the UK.
Yes, we're in Manchester.
I don't think it's in Manchester, but you never know. But yeah. West Ham, they'll be desperate to get some more points on the board. I don't think, given the investment they've put into the side, they'd want it to be anywhere near where they are in the table right now. However, they haven't been strong enough this year. So yeah. Joe Kuko, I hope I pronounced your name correctly there, says, is it just chat or are we going to watch? Unfortunately, we can't show the game, but we will be commentating over the match once it kicks off. So apologies if you want to watch it. If you do want to watch it and you're in the UK, it is on BBC right now. So I have BBC Two or the iPlayer. If you're outside the UK, I'm not sure how you can watch it. As Arsenal fan, also Arsenal stream for Arsenal Liverpool this evening, Jack and Harry. We're taking a little break at the moment, Alex. We didn't really announce it anywhere on TFC, but we have said on here a few times we're taking a break on TFC for this week and probably next week, just to sort of recollect our thoughts and work out what we're doing for the end of the season. But we'll be back for the Champions League games, so look out for that. But yeah, we are about to get underway here at the Chigwell Construction Stadium.
Yeah, it's at the point of the season where for both sides, for West Ham, any point matters. For Arsenal, has to be wins. They can't afford now to draw games. They can't afford to lose games.
Because if I was going to give an early prediction, Manchester City are not going to lose today, and neither for Chelsea. No. So they've got to keep winning. And of course, they will face pressure from Manchester United, who are winning right now, and from Liverpool and Tottenham, who face off later today. But it will be West Ham to get us started. Both sets of players taking in a stand against discrimination. And then Vivian Asayi will knock it back on the referee's whistle to get us started. She plays it back and we're underway. Here, it's West Ham versus Arsenal in the WSL. A huge game. Arsenal need points. West Ham need points. Who will get them? Well, that's what we're going to find out over the next 90 minutes. And Arsenal already showing quite a strong attacking intent. Russo tries to play a ball through to Caitlin Ford, but it hasn't quite come off. West Ham in possession now. Mackenzie Arnold. But yeah. West Ham, it's just about keeping it tight, isn't it, early on? Attempting ball forward there from West Ham, but Asayi not quite able to get onto it. But yeah, Williamson. She already looks quite comfortable there. She's been playing for 40 seconds. But yeah, here is Emily Fox, now Leah Williamson. Goes across to Zinsberger. Ruben Moy. Out wide now to Catley. And Ueke putting the pressure on there, getting involved from defending from the front, but it's not quite able to win the ball back there.
Like the energy though, shows West Ham are up for this. They know they need points.
Yeah.
No, they need to turn up today, because if they don't, it could be pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, I do think they'll be, even if they do lose, they'll be hoping to avoid a real drubbing. Here is Caitlin Ford now on the left-hand side for Arsenal. And she's let that ball, poor touch there from Ford. And it's Gorey who gets back in and just knocks out of play. Just sensible in there from Katrina Gorey.
No mess around this early on. First 5-10 minutes, everything goes to West Ham. Clearly aligned, no silly errors.
Miedemar. Now Fox goes back to Williamson. Lifts the ball in, looking for Caitlin Ford. She gets a touch on it, but it's not able to bring the ball down, so that will be a West Ham throw.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like Arsenal already trying to go. This diagonal ball to Ford seems like it's going to be on all day.
Yeah.
And if they can pull it off, then...
That's the problem with West Ham's three-back, is that a team that plays through up front can stretch that three-back really easily. Here's Vivian Miedemar in a bit of space. Now goes across to Emily Fox. Here's Mead. Now Leah Valti. Knocks it back to Ruben Moy. Ball out wide to Catley. Now here's Miedemar. Very deep position for Vivian Miedemar to be taking up there. Ruben Moy. Again, they're being forced back here. Well, Arsenal, that's a really good challenge from Katrina Gorey, jumping in front of that pass to Miedemar. But now she's been caught in possession, tries to do too much with it. Miedemar in space, has Russo up there with it, goes to Alessia Russo. But it's just seen out there. Really good defending from Sissoko. I feel like that's poor decision-making, one from Miedemar, but also poor timing of the run from Alessia Russo. But let's first talk about this from Gorey. Did really well to win the ball back, just overplayed it then.
I said a minute ago, first 5-10 minutes, nothing silly, clear lines. Win the ball back, I don't know what she tries to do with it, and gets fortunate, and Sissoko puts in a big tackle there.
Yeah, I feel like Miedemar could have gone for goal herself there.
Yeah, saw what she did last week.
Just a bit of fear to take a shot, I think, these Arsenal players.
West Ham not getting out
last time, but... Catley. That's Ford in support. We'll go back to Beth Mead.
There's something in the chat, but I can't quite say it for you. With Moy. Shifts out to Cat. They're good, and this thing, they're going to... Arsenal, they know they can stretch this West Ham side. They really do. And they know they've got a lot of space.
Yeah, Amira Sayahira, I hope I've pronounced your name correctly, asks, do you know where I can watch the match? I'm not from the UK, by the way. Unfortunately not. If you're in the US, then I imagine it's on, I want to say Paramount, NBC, I can't remember what has it in the US, but no, unfortunately I can't help. But if you can't find anywhere to watch the game, you can, of course, follow along live with us. Ruben Moy. Looking for options, finds Catley, now Miedemar. That's a ball, lovely ball, lifted over to Beth Mead, who is onside. Oh no, I think she has now been flagged off.
Bit of a late kill there.
Yeah.
On the line on the far side. Didn't look off to. I mean, it would have been tight if she was offside.
Yeah. I think he's given in a little easily to the West Ham protests there.
Idevout looks worried.
No.
He needs a resting face. I don't know how you can get one, but.
Permanently worry.
Also, his coat's very big.
Arnold just lifting it out wide there. Headed on by Zadorsky. Fox wins it. Now Gory. But her pass forward is out of play. So that will be an Arsenal throw. It does feel like while West Ham are holding Arsenal quite deep right now, they're also... Arsenal are very easily stifling them whenever they do get the ball. Here's Ueki. Now Risa plays the ball down the line, and that's a good ball. Held up well by Asayi. Needs some support. Goes back to Risa Shimizu. Now Asayi. And she's gone past forward there and drawn the foul really well, actually. It's a dangerous area for a free kick from West Ham.
Yeah, nice bit of play here. That's the thing. They do need to clear their lines, but when they get in the positions to play football, they can play football. And good work down this right-hand side. Not quite. I mean, Sayers got a little free kick. Not quite where you want her though. Out on the, you don't want to drag her too far wide. You want her to be a focal point up front, but does well there. And a set piece is a good chance for West Ham to cause some problems.
Yeah, in great form, Vivian Asayi. Goal in her last 2 games. And well, has been one of their more consistent performers on 4 goals, 1 assist this season. But yeah. Free kick now for West Ham. Ball in, and it's headed away by the first player. Just not a great ball into the box there. Kept alive, though, by Katrina Gori. And, plays a tempting ball into the channel, and Ueki's going to chase after it.
Not a bad idea, that.
To no avail. Empire Samson, welcome to the stream. Ask any link for the game, guys. Thanks. Unfortunately not. But as I say, if you can't find a link to the game, can't find a way to watch the game, then you can always follow along live with us here. And of course, get involved in the live chat. Give your thoughts on the game. We'll make sure to read them out. But yeah, it felt like Zadorsky could let that go there. But yeah, plays it back in, and Beth Mead brought down.
Does win the free kick. Just again, I think it's key for when a side like West Ham plays against an Arsenal, or it's the decision making that matters, and that's why you look at how Brighton held Chelsea for 45 minutes. Chelsea was the far better side, but it was the decision making. Because you look at Forrest Dotter and Bergstrand, most clearances in WFL.
Yeah, Bergstrand, yeah.
For both of them,
with a more lovely ball into Catley.
It's decision making. Every time they get the ball, they put their foot through it.
Miedemar. Here's Leah Williamson. She lifts that in behind and, gave Vivian Miedemar something to chase. Unfortunately, though, couldn't quite pick her out. It does feel like Arsenal are just... Now they've got Williamson back, they have one ball.
Yeah.
And that is into Williamson and then in behind. And while it works the other day, in the cup game against Reading, against WSL opposition, it's just not going to be very successful.
You're not getting that ball over the top of West Ham side who sits so deep either.
Yeah.
I think they got the first at Reading, and then they got a few more because Reading just gave up. But
Williamson came on, didn't she? And that was when Reading had just given up, seemingly. But no, they upped their defensive line. There was space in behind, but West Ham just aren't going to do that.
Arnold sweeping and a back 5 which are going to sit very deep.
I don't think Arsenal have shown any problems in breaking down a team who want to play high because there's space in behind to exploit, so it's easier to do. Well, exactly. But against sides who sit deeper, who sit in a low block, make it really narrow, make it really compact and difficult to break down, Arsenal don't seem to have those tools at their disposal or tactics to break down teams like that. Actually, I think they get a bit too impatient at times, and we see that here. Beth Mead, a ball forwards, not really going anywhere, and it's won back by Zadorski. She knocks it forward. Fox flicks over her head, and Smith there goes for the high challenge. Doesn't come away with the ball. It goes past her, and now it's with Beth Mead. Zadorski follows her close, and actually that's really good defending from Zadorski, and Asayi draws another foul.
Yeah, that's what she does. Get the ball to her feet, she'll draw the foul, or she'll hold it up, and that's exactly what they're doing at the moment. And it's working, obviously. But first 10, pretty even, I'd say. Arsenal, not really had a sniff. Neither West Ham.
Yeah, West Ham haven't really gotten out of their own half, bar that free kick on the right-hand side, but yeah. And it does feel like one of those games where it just feels inevitable that Arsenal are going to get something in this game despite not being particularly strong. And Smith is in a bit of space on his left-hand side, though. Ball goes into the box. Williamson, no, able to stop the cross, and they're not alive to it there. Arsenal. Smith almost managed to win that back from Leah Williamson. Took a heavy touch from his blindside to the right of the full-back from the pressure from the wing-back there. Tisiak. Now Arnold.
I can remember, is Rayhan Skinner related to Mark Skinner?
I'm not sure.
And if so, how? I can't remember, because I think they are. I want to say they are. But I can never remember how they're related.
I hope it's ex-wife. That'll be hilarious.
You know, it's been a tough season for both, even if they're not related. But West Ham, just, you know, here Mackenzie Arnold, all time in the world here, just to stand on the ball, and she's going to try and find that ball into Asayi. Ended up finding Ueki, who flicked it around the corner, but Palova sweeps for that. Moy finds Williamson, plays a nice little 1-2. Again, Arsenal just trying to find a way through this West Ham side, who are very much looking like a very, very deep team. That ball's into Russo, turns on it, has to knock it back though, and Fox is going to be forced back to a keeper.
They're not related, they just have the same name. But, interestingly, Skinner used to... Mark Skinner, this is, was her assistant.
Oh.
So he worked under her for a bit. I believe while she was at Tottenham.
That is a very big coincidence. There's 12 managers in the league and 2 of them the same surname.
But they're not related.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You feel Medium is dropping very deep today. And I don't know why.
I think she just wants to get involved in the play.
Yeah.
Here is Victoria Palova now. Moves it out wide. Fox. And that's a good block from Asayi getting in there to do some defensive work.
Blimey.
But it does feel like a tactical change. She's operating more as a midfield 3, as if she's on the left-hand side of a midfield 3, rather than as an attacking midfielder with a double pivot. It feels like a single pivot of Lev Alti and Palova and Miedemar playing as more.
I guess it allows Russo to feel like the
more traditional. Yeah, definitely. And actually, once both Palova and Miedemar press up, they create more of a 5 or at least a 2-3 in that attack. So it does give them a few more options if they both execute that role. Ball in, and it's on top of the goal. I thought that was going to create a bit of an issue for Mackenzie Arnold there. And Steph Catley trying to take some inspiration from Kate McCabe's effort at the World Cup.
Definitely so.
I don't know if McCabe's been showing off in training, teaching how to do it. But
score from a corner.
Back.
No wonder they can't break down a side. That's in their training session trying to score from set pieces.
To be fair, imagine if you could, with a 100% success rate, score from a corner. It'd be one of the most dangerous sides ever. Sissoko, though.
No one will give you a corner. They put it, and then
Arnold, and they're trying to play out from the back up West Ham.
They've been okay at it. That was just a very rare misplaced pass from Arnold.
Yeah.
That was misplaced by a long way.
But they don't seem to have many options. They've got the back 3 there. None of the other players are there. Well, to be fair, that would have been intercepted by a West Ham player if it wasn't intercepted by the ref. So I think Arsenal are a little fortunate to keep possession here.
Mel Bergin with a great interception.
Just brings it down, knocks it out wide.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Smashed it top corner.
Anyway, Valti and Ruben Moy exchanged some passes. Now that ball lifted in behind. I'm not sure what run she was looking
Well,
for
that's
there.
the third now, and we're going to keep count. That's a third long ball that Arsenal played over the top, which just ran out for a goal kick or a throw.
Pointless long balls. That's been a slight change in the polling chat. So thanks to 63 people that have voted in that. 6% have gone a draw,
Wow.
5% West Ham, and only 89% have gone for Arsenal. Clicked on there by Shmitza. Here is Ueki. And Katrina Gori there just clearing the lines. Gives a sight on to run onto. And she could cause some
that
trouble here,
bounces.
but it bounced horribly. Knocks it out wide. They've got numbers committed to the attack here. Smith back to Asayi. Oh, she's just trying to do too much there, you feel, Vivian Asayi.
Oh, for the legs of Smith.
It is out of play. She's going to try and claim a throw.
That's a soft foul.
No, it's a throw, no?
No, it's
Came off her.
Give him the free kick.
Has she?
I thought so. I hope not, because that is a...
I mean, it doesn't matter either way, really.
Yeah, that is an Arsenal throw, yeah. But you know, I'll tell you what, that kind of a very different attack, if that ball hadn't... I don't know why the ball bounced like that, but when the ball went through to Asayi, came back towards her.
Gorge put a bit of spin on it, so it meant when it hit the turf, it spun up and backwards.
Star points.
Hayashi winning it back in midfield. It's cleared away by Williamson. Completely missed there, though, by everyone. It falls to Rod. There's a great ball in behind for Mead, who again has apparently timed it
I
wrong.
don't know about that. She looked well onside.
I'd want to see another angle, but I don't think we're going to get one from the BBC.
And this line on the far side, he is making...
Can we get some cameras behind that line, though? She's on.
She's on.
Just, I think, it's Tisiak there. I believe that was ruling her on. And that's why she reacts
Because she could look down the whole line
very
there.
frustratedly. I think it's tight either way, but Shimizu headed on by Ueke, but it's not one, and now it's headed forwards by Arsenal. Russo's going to give chase as Soko managed to clear it away. Here's Tisiak, and she clears it into Russo, and that'll be a West Ham throw.
You know, it feels like the only ball that is working for Arsenal at the moment is that diagonal to Beth Mead. It's a shame that she's been offside twice. So you could argue it's not working, and that is a very...
Mitsu again.
Just scuffed it.
Yeah.
Knocked it out of play for a throw.
Valti. Even West Ham's clearances don't seem to come off. Gory cleared on him behind, and it bounced weirdly. Yeah.
Back the opposite way.
Hayashi, that's...
Little shift to the feet there.
Great shimmy.
Oh, Gory
holds it up really well. She's brought down. There's a couple of appeals, but the ref doesn't heed any of them. Now Palova driving it forwards. Was waiting for Ford in behind. It didn't quite come. Here's Miedemar. She's gone into traffic there. And again, Katrina Gory. She really set the ball in behind. Doesn't realise that Asayi wants it short. She's been everywhere, though. So lively, the Australian. Here is Leah Williamson.
Tell you what, really good start from West Ham. Really good start.
Yeah.
We are starting to see a 5-4-1 form here for the home side. Very defensive.
Ueki does seem to just drop into an almost right midfield role.
Interesting. Guess obviously a bit more defensively, but also when you can go forwards, get out in the front. I don't know. It's a strange one, but now it looks more like maybe she was just really deep. No, just kind of floating about.
Katrina Gory pounced on it again, but she can't win it. Valti really getting away with one there.
Gory.
They've got to punish these though. These challenges from Gory. Someone else has got to be pressing there to win it back once she makes that tackle. Or she's got to win it in a way that means they keep the ball.
Yeah. That's a good ball into Russo. As it can turn. Plays it to
Fox. Great ball in. Mead flicks on. Almost to Miedemar. Cleared away. Here's Caitlin Ford. Catley overlapped. She goes back inside to Valti on the edge.
He should have hit it.
Forced wide though. Williamson will look to deliver the ball. Gives it short to Palova. Now out to Emily Fox. She wants to cross it. Goes to Palova again. She wants to cross it. Who plays it short to Mead though. Valti. Miedemar. They're so keen not to give her any time or space on the edge of that box, West Ham.
Gory is not going to let her settle.
They're just in two very tight, very narrow lines of four. Of five, sorry.
West Ham can't get out.
No.
Ball's back with Arsenal. As it hits half-time in Manchester. United have a 1-0 lead at Brighton. Still pretty close that game.
Yeah, the goal from Nikita Paris, the only difference in that first half.
Great run of form she's in.
Fox, Mead. Ball into the box, looking for Miedemar. It's beyond her, but Ford at the back post can't quite meet it as it headed out by Shimizu, yeah. Trying to decipher whether it was Shimizu or Tisiak.
Oh.
It is...
Yeah,
Yeah, Shimizu. Yeah. I was just trying to decipher which one. Anyway.
Yeah, good clearance. That's better than the two scuffed ones she had a minute ago.
Yeah.
But an Arsenal corner.
And it's Beth
very
Mead.
windy, look at that. So it's going to head towards the goal a lot. That's a great ball in.
It's a mess. They're claiming handball. It falls to Catley. It comes off about three players. Strike from Miedemar. Blocked. Ball in the air. Palova heads on. Williams sends it goalwards. It's tipped over by Arnold.
How on earth is that not ended up in the back of the net? There was a handball call in there because there was 4 West Ham players surrounding the same football.
Let's see.
No.
I think it must have hit.
Oh, yes.
It hit 3 different arms in there, I think.
Oh, right.
Catley took a strike. Great block there from Tisiak. And then she was the one that actually rushed towards Miedemar. Palova headed forwards. Russo got the flick on. Arnold just about pushing over the bar.
That was punched by Arnold. Not very well, though. Still bouncing around. That's a bit off West Ham because that hit 3 different people's arms.
Refs couldn't see. There's so many bodies in there. You can't blame the ref there. There's about...
And I don't even think I don't think any player would have realised it hit anyone's arm. It was just so...
About 15 people stood in a 6-yard box.
I do question why there was 4 West Ham players stood in the same square yard.
Near post coverage, mate.
Near post coverage.
Smith with the
no
throw.
near post goal that did.
Back face, it's easy.
With the wind, I guess the ball was always destined to hit the near post.
Well, unless you aim for the...
You're not hitting an outswinger, are you?
Well, if you do, it'll swing in. Might catch everyone off guard. Mead sends it long, and Arnold will claim that well.
Yeah. Halfway through the first half, West Ham just about hanging on. Just say holding on, quite literally.
No, by the way, I just want to do a thank you message because we hit 300 subscribers as well today, just before stream, so I appreciate that massively. We were on 296 last night, hoping that today's stream would do well, and we gained them all before we even went live. So appreciate you guys massively. If you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure to do so. We're covering WSL every single weekend. We'll be covering the Conti Cup in the midweek and the Women's FA Cup next weekend. Here's Caitlin Ford in on goal. Can she get a shot away? No. Here's Mead. They've just got to pull the trigger at times, Arsenal. Ball in from Fox. Russo! And it's just over.
I'll tell you what, Katrina Goy can thank her teammates and Arsenal's lack of clinicality for that.
Yeah.
But if she knocks the ball back, the pass has nothing on it, and ends up putting Ford through on goal, who fannies around with it. Sissoko does well. Then there's a block in there from Zadorsky. And a ball put in, and Russo heads over the bar.
Trinagori there been taking lessons from Calvin Phillips on back passes.
This is the handballs again. There's about 3.
See them, they do hit hands. The problem is
they're down by the side.
They fall onto the hands. That one I think is more dubious. That's one that would be more frustrating because it would fall to Russo. I don't know how the ball ends up in that situation, but Tisiak was running at her own goal though, and had to just put it out of play. West Ham are at 6s and 7s at the moment. They're very fortunate to have not conceded.
Chelsea or Manchester City are falling light by now.
We'll take advantage of this complete disorganisation.
I don't know how we're still level.
Yeah, and Arsenal fans will complain about penalties, but quite frankly, they've had so many chances they should have finished by now.
Yeah, 100%.
Ball into the box. It's headed away, though, by West Ham. Palova will try and keep it alive. She's got Emily Fox up in support. And everyone's still waiting in the box for a delivery. If this goes back to Zinsberger... It's not quite made its way back to Zinsberger, but here's Vouty, Catley. Oh, there goes the opportunity with loads of players in the box. Isabella Steed, I hope I pronounced your name correctly, says, I'm thinking of us to win, but I'd like to see West Ham pull something out of the bag. I'd love to see that as well. That would be incredible.
Getting,
We're all for shocks, aren't we?
Chelsea or City fan?
Yeah.
Definitely
Or a
not
massive
City
West
fan.
Ham, West Ham fan.
Yeah, or a West Ham fan.
Katrina Gorey. But who do you support, Isabella? And that goes to anyone in chat. If you want to get involved, tell us who you support. Or what you think of this game. Who you think's going to win any of that. Get involved in the live chat. But yeah. And the ball back now with Mackenzie Arnold.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting one, because from a Chelsea point of view, I want West Ham to win for the sake of the title race. From a neutral point of view, though, if Arsenal could keep pace with Chelsea, I think it just makes it more exciting.
Yeah, but I don't care about excitement. I want Chelsea to win the title.
With my Chelsea hat on, I want Chelsea to win it by an absolute canter. Say fouls pull over there. But again, West Ham just causing more frustration, causing stoppage, causing... just to slow the game down.
Yeah, knocking Arsenal out of their rhythm.
Equally, Arsenal aren't doing it by themselves.
Yeah. Ida Tollockson, welcome to the stream, says, where is Katie McCabe? Well, this is quite interesting, isn't it, the McCabe debate now, because obviously Emily Fox into the side. It does leave huge question marks over Katie McCabe's role. Is she a starter anymore? With Fox, you'd have to say no.
Obviously, Catley
could she start left back? Potentially.
She hasn't. She did, didn't she?
She has played left back, but
it's kind of been McCabe and Catley rotating on the left hand side.
It's lovely football, by the way, from West Ham, but it is broken up there by Palova. Falls to Hayashi. She goes back to Sissoko, ball towards Asei, but she's lost it. Here's Russo, holds it up well. Now back to Valti. I do think one thing I massively appreciate about Alessia Russo is her ability to play with her back to goal.
Yeah.
She holds onto the ball really well. And actually, if she can start to get other Arsenal players involved, or she may not be the brilliant goal scorer that we've seen her be in the past, she could be a bit more of a false nine orchestrator type
Toon
role.
would play it into Russo. Russo then give it back to Toon, and either Toon would hit it herself and score,
Or play it back through.
Or Russo would spin and be an option.
If her and Miedemar can start to develop a connection like that, they could be the most deadly front two that WSL's ever seen.
Yeah.
They're both incredible players. Meanwhile, the all-time top goal scorer, right, in WSL history. Pull over through to Miedemar, and that's just about dealt with by West Ham.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I think. Or maybe it's Ellen White.
No, it is Miedemar.
It's Miedemar.
Poland a couple of days ago, I think.
Okay. Sefa Cook, welcome to the stream. Apologies if I've mispronounced that. And also, I'm not sure what you've said. I only speak English. Us English don't understand many languages.
No.
Isabella says, I'm a Chelsea fan as much as I hate to see Arsenal win. I think they've got the skill level over West Ham.
That's a correct answer.
I agree. I think, while we'd love to see West Ham get a win today, Arsenal are a very strong side. It's going to be very difficult for them to get anything from today's game, West Ham. But I'm sure they'll give it a good shot.
Yeah, I mean,
as they have in the first 27 minutes.
I'm intrigued to see who plays for Chelsea later. I
think the goalkeeping position, which is quite unusual. It's the most
Oh,
dubious. Miedema's in. Can she be shake the ball? Sissoko so calm, collected. And that is a huge tackle. Almost went in their own goal there.
Don't get me wrong, it's brilliant defending. First from Sissoko to force Miedema to change direction. And then, coming in was a huge tackle from... Who was it? Sorry?
Hayashi. Huge challenge.
Shoot.
That is brilliant.
I'm sorry, but again, it is poor attack.
There's a chance there. She cuts it back. Then she's got to shoot, but she takes too long about it. Doesn't realise Hayashi's coming in. Huge challenge. But again, Arsenal have to pull the trigger if they want to score goals.
But again, poor in front of goal. But as I was saying, I'm intrigued to
just release it. Just shoot. Catley. Ball into the box. Spencer. It falls to... Well, it looked like it would fall to Fox, but brilliant from Gorey. It's messy again. But it's now West Ham going forwards, and Gorey just leans into Russo there, looking for the foul, and does really well.
Hectic first few minutes, and somehow again West Ham are holding on. But intrigued to see who starts for Chelsea later.
I have absolutely no idea how West Ham are still leveling this game.
I really don't.
Arsenal, they've got to start finishing these chances. I mean, that's really smart. That's where experience comes in for Katrina Gorey. Just leans into Russo.
Phenomenal.
Lets her run into her, draws the free kick.
Best player on the pitch, Katrina Gorey, this half.
But Vivian Miedemar has to be ruining that.
I just don't know why we're looking at their socks.
Some dodgy BBC camera work.
I let them move down to the socks. Love the BBC. But yeah, what more can Arsenal do? Like, there's nothing more that
I feel for Eidevall because
yeah,
like
he can't do anything else but apart from say shoot.
in other games, they've just not created chances. In which case, you know the buck does fall with other players. It does fall with Jonas Eidevall on why they're not creating chances. But today they've had a hatful and they just do not release it. They don't shoot.
Yeah.
But yeah. Marcel Lopez, watch the stream. Do you know any link to watch the game, please? Unfortunately not. If you are in the UK, it is available on the BBC. If you're not in the UK, then I'm not sure. Sorry. But yeah, if you can't find a link, you can always follow the action live here. We'll do our best to describe the action as it unfolds. Here's Catley on the overlap then. Ball in again. Hayashi putting her body in the way there. And we are underway, by the way, for Manchester City, Leicester as well. So we'll keep tabs on that game.
Again,
City will be looking for a
very
standard
similar.
win.
You expect a big scoreline from City. Could Leicester get something? Maybe. Who knows?
When's Khadija Shaw going to score?
Yeah, I will go 8th minute.
I'll go 7th.
But,
and Limo Jean, welcome to the stream. Again, I swear can I watch it? But welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, yeah, we if you're in the UK, as I say, it's on the BBC. If not, I'm not sure. We don't have a special link, unfortunately.
how we are half an hour through and it is still 0-0 is beyond me.
Yeah, Ueki. Now Shimizu plays it forward.
She keeps scuffing the ball. Let me know what she's doing when she kicks.
The clearances just aren't convincing.
No.
I don't know if it's just that panic falling behind. Miedemar. Is she offside? Yes, she is.
I think that one was more convincing.
It was. She'd taken it really wide anyway. To be fair,
she probably would have just tried to dribble around the goalkeeper, dribble it into the goal, and actually just shoot. Was she offside? No, she wasn't. That line on the far side had a mayor today. He's really not having a good day.
Yeah.
But yeah, here, what a tackle that is. From Hayashi getting back in. Because Mida would have, I would say would have shot, maybe not.
Yeah. Williamson. And Russo holds up really well, Mead, but it's cleared away by Tisiak. Mr. Big Pierce on the stream says, Nkunku and Kirby are similar great players in different positions, but injury prone. I actually think their positions are quite similar. You know, both are false 9 type attacking midfielder roles who could also do a job up front. I'd argue Nkunku's a bit more of a traditional 9 than Kirby is. But, yeah. Both quite similar, and as you say, both injury prone. Nkunku, by the way, the Chelsea lineup is out, and he does start for Chelsea today. Just keeping a tab on that, but yeah. Sissoko. Ball forwards.
I'll say, speaking of kick-off, is it an advantage for Arsenal playing first with Chelsea kicking off at 7:15?
The thing is, it doesn't. We could say, yeah, it puts pressure on Chelsea if they win. I mean, first they've got to win, but also I don't think Chelsea really do panic under that pressure. Especially given the fact they've got a cushion now. But I think for Arsenal it's good because if they play last and Chelsea have won, I think that does put pressure on Arsenal, and they do have a tendency to crack under that.
Yeah.
Especially Jonas Eidevall, who's currently looking like he is on the verge of a nervous breakdown. So hopefully Arsenal score soon just for his mental health. But yeah.
It feels like he's going to cry all the time.
Yeah, Isabella also with some useful information saying in Australia, if you paid for Optus Sport, you can watch it live on there. So there's the Australian link. As I say, I'm not sure in America, but I think it is. I think WSL is televised in the US. So
yeah, so US, well, pinnacle of the sport.
Or NWSL.
Yeah.
Arguably so. I think WSL is more competitive.
Oh, of course it is.
But
in terms of you look at the US's importance in the men's game is probably a lot less, I'd say.
Well, yeah, undoubtedly. Yeah. Ball in. The US definitely has been a pioneer in terms of the women's game.
That's exactly what I was trying to say. Not whatever I said in the first pinnacle.
I would argue I think the Champions League makes Europe. I think the Champions League makes Europe stronger, And the fact that
they have
I think the WSL is just the best league, and I think with Nuco coming in,
Yeah.
WSL is going to become rich like the Premier League. I don't think to the same level, but I think, well, maybe depends. Do Barclays sign a new deal with Nuco?
Great drive for Sissoko.
Ball through. Here's a Sayi. Just panics in front of goal and lifts it over the bar.
That's a typical striker shot who hasn't had a chance in 34 minutes and doesn't know what to do with it. Yeah. What a drive from Sissoko.
It wasn't a perfect opportunity.
Look at this.
She does really
halfway line, ends up on the edge of Arsenal's area.
Sayi's taken quite wide. I think maybe she needs to look for the run of Sissoko in the box.
Just take a tap.
Because I love this from Sissoko. She just becomes a striker.
Antonio Rudiger-esque, that was.
Very much so.
Well,
no, because Rudiger got to halfway like, God, this is an appropriate place to have a shot.
Leathers it out of the stadium.
Really good stuff there from Shimizu jumping on it, but then she loses it to Ford. Hayashi trying to put a challenge in. Ford keeps going. Here's Russo. Has Miedemar in the box if she can pick her out. Puts it in there, but it's just beyond everyone. Miedemar wanted the ball on her head, not something to run onto. But yeah. Isabel says, I'm keen to see how Emily Fox will perform today. I reckon she's been a pretty good pickup for Arsenal. Yeah, I agree. I think she's been really strong. I was very impressed with her against Liverpool. I think she just adds a whole new dynamic to right back that I'm not sure whether it's... I just think she's a bit more defensively solid than McCabe.
Yeah.
Going forwards, it's fairly even, but I just think she's a bit more balanced.
Yeah.
Emily Fox. Palova lifts that ball into the box. It's a tempting ball, but it's claimed well by Arnold.
I do think West Ham helped out by the fact they've got a very confident goalkeeper.
Yeah. Very good goalkeeper.
Very, very good.
No, compared to the sides down there, like, I'm not particularly enamoured by the likes of Courtney Brosnan.
Yeah.
So, and another goalkeepers of the... I can't remember. Who's the Bristol City goalkeeper again?
Can't remember now. Russo. Oh, that's a goal.
Yeah.
I'm not going to call that a shot. Rubbish.
Amira says, I can watch the match now on the... on the BBC iPlayer. Well, I'm very happy for you, Amira. If you are leaving, then thanks for watching. If you want to continue watching along with us, then you're more than welcome to, of course. But yeah. Good area for that ball. Just no one made the run for it there.
Yeah.
Mario says, I don't know how to watch it live. Watch for free. It is free on the BBC iPlayer. If you're in the UK, you can watch it on the BBC iPlayer. If not, then I'm not sure, unfortunately. Well, we know Australia's Optus Sport, but that is paid for. Miedemar takes it past Tissiak, and she struck the bar. How many more for
Arsenal? I know
Arsenal?
she hit the bar, but that's a terrible effort. Sits a defender on her arse. It's through on goal with only.
And Tissiak's going to require treatment here. So the ball was fed through. She just holds off Tissiak.
That's a terrible effort. Just try to pick the corner.
Couldn't keep it down.
Just hit it.
She has. It's not bad. I don't think she's done badly there at all, in my opinion, Miedemar, because
I don't know.
The positioning there from Mackenzie Arnold makes it very difficult. She definitely forces Miedemar's hand into going for that corner.
Maybe.
Narrows off that angle a lot. Isabella does make a good point that I completely forgotten, by the way. McCabe is out today because she's picked up 5 yellow cards.
Oh, yeah, we literally...
That was tax. I loved it from last week. The shithousery from McCabe.
Took those shin pads off on the pitch and took... Yeah.
She bought a yellow because she wanted to be suspended for today.
Thanks for that information.
So she
completely forgot.
Can't be suspended for the City game.
Hopefully... was it
Tissiak
is alright.
She landed horribly on her shoulder there. You can see she goes down and it's there. Just...
It's one of those you put your hand out to stop yourself and your arm bends and your shoulder doesn't.
That's really unlucky for me, to be honest, looking back at that one.
And you think they wouldn't take any risks here. But yeah. Okay, maybe I didn't really rate Sissoko's tackle as well. Maybe it was a bit more difficult chance, but I just feel like the amount of chances she has had, that's the second time now where she's basically through on goal. Just hit it.
I think the other one's much more clear cut, and I think it warrants a bit of frustration because she had time there to release it. She took time eyeing up the shot, and therefore Hayashi got back in and won it back.
Obviously, this is a big game. This is last WSL weekend for 2 weeks now, hasn't it? Because it's Conti Cup in the midweek, there's FA Cup next weekend, and it's the week after that we return. And there is going to be a change for West Ham.
But it's not the change we're expecting. So, Tisiak stays on, but it's Zoo comes off for Snurl.
No,
And she seems to be feeling some sort of discomfort here.
She's already got a bandage on her sock.
Zoo.
She's got 2 pairs of socks on. That's an interesting one. I think... Oh, no, she has got a bandage on her foot.
I imagine she's just feeling some discomfort. But also, if you're going to make that change, why is Christy Mewis not the one that's coming on here?
I also forgot she's on the pitch, to be completely honest.
Yeah, I've not really seen much of Zoo, to be fair. A lot of the midfield play has been through Gori and Hayashi, so...
Yeah. Kind of end up running around for a bit. Bit Conor Gallagher-like, just not really getting involved.
Here's Gori.
Oh,
But it's one back by Palova. Here's a Say. And she's brought down by Leah Williamson. Williamson's committed a... Oh, sorry, that was Beth Mead. But Williamson has committed a few fouls. Camilla asks thoughts on Christy Mewis. She's someone I've not seen enough of yet. Obviously, we've seen her play for the USWNT in the past, but obviously she's not really featured for West Ham enough yet. So, can't really comment. I do think she will start to get more game time soon, but it is hard to break in that midfield. Hayashi and Gori are nailed, I'd say.
Yeah.
It's then that competition for that third spot, but yeah.
Good play this is from West Ham.
Here's a Say.
Probably should have gone inside.
Yeah, should.
Bit
Shimizu,
stuck in
and
there.
then
Too much again,
she
much.
rolled it off pitch.
And yeah, Shimizu's asking the question, come on, just play the ball to me. That's a couple of times now I say she tried to do too much.
Yeah. Who are we thinking does well for the Olympics? Asks Isabella. Oh, so there's obviously no England there.
No England, no party.
It's a shame. Yeah, we were thinking, if there's no England, we probably won't stream it. But if there is demand, we probably will still stream it. Not a lot else going on in
US
August in the women's game. Beth Mead does really well. Is Palova tries to feed it through, but it's won back by Hayashi. Here is a Say, does well to hold on to the ball, but it's won back by Wuben Moy, who's going for a run of her own here. Now Vivian Miedemar feeds it through to Ford. Great ball through. Sissoko does really well to get in front of it and knocks it out for a corner. But yeah, US are going to be out there. Sweden haven't qualified either, have they?
Yeah, first tournament.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they win.
Yeah, they could. I can't. Saying there is no England.
Netherlands definitely going to be strong.
Did Spain qualify?
Surely.
Even so, they've still got some shit to sort out.
Well, yeah, but their team's incredible.
Yeah, you can get it all out the way.
And now that Alexia Putellas is back.
Oh, ball not cleared.
And that's in. It's 1-0 Arsenal, West Ham. As we were switched off talking about other things, West Ham have switched off. A ball at the back post, and Arsenal lead 1-0. It's Alessia Russo with a goal for Arsenal. That's a big one for Russo and a big goal for Arsenal. They were struggling to break this West Ham side down. They missed a load of clear-cut opportunities. Finally, though, they do break the deadlock. It's West Ham 0, Arsenal 1.
Yeah, I think I need to see this again, but I think they always say as a goalkeeper, get it gone, get it out. Oh, I think it was actually a defender who took it off her, but just flicked on by the near post by a West Ham head.
Yeah, it's headed away from Arnold there by Smith.
Yeah.
And then no one picking up Russo at the back post. She has a clean header. And no one can get in front of her.
Poor communication between the goalkeeper. Because if Mewis sorry, not Mewis. If Arnold screams for that, the defender leaves it, Arnold punches it away, we haven't got a goal here. But Smith, and even if Smith heads it, you've got to get it gone.
Gory through ball there. Doesn't amount to anything. And Arsenal back in possession.
Brilliant flick on, though. Great assist.
Yeah. Palova. Williamson.
But how it took 43 minutes for Arsenal to score, I don't know. And now I'm intrigued, will the floodgates open, or will this still remain a very competitive game?
Isabel says, the Aussie in me is somewhat relieved England didn't qualify for the Olympics, but I still feel for them. I'm interested to see how the USA go after their performance in the World Cup. I think the key difference of the US is Emma Hayes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be a shame to see no Lionesses this summer. Equally, I do think the Olympics, this may well be the last one that we see the actual teams compete at the Olympics. I wouldn't be surprised if after this, women's football goes to the same thing the men's football is at the Olympics, where it's an under-21s tournament.
Well, they sense, yes.
I think that makes more sense. But, yeah, coming forwards. Because we can't have an international tournament every summer. At the moment, there's only one in every 4 that we don't have a tournament in the women's game, and I don't think that's sustainable.
And as we add more tournaments like the Europa League and all that,
it's just more and more games, isn't it? Here's Pullover on the edge, gets it to Catley, strike on target, but it's saved by Arnold. Didn't get too much behind that, Steph Catley, but she has tested Arnold there. Who got the assist? Asked Maria Lalo. Well, I mean, technically the defender, but I think it will go down.
As, one was put in by Mead.
Beth Mead one.
Flicked on by the West Ham fullback Smith, and then Russo scored. So you give it to Mead, I suppose.
Yeah, I think the assist will be attributed to
all the
Beth
credit
Mead.
be given to Kirsty Smith at left back.
Great flick.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Exactly what I'd have wanted for that set piece.
3
minutes additional time.
But yeah. I love how they create so many chances, can't finish any of them, and then they score that as their goal. So many bits of good football result in nothing. A call was that no one managed to meet, but was flicked on and wasn't dealt with by West Ham is the goal they score. Zadorsky.
It's key that West Ham hold it at 1-0 for these last battle moments of the half.
Yeah.
But a huge relief for Arsenal. Huge.
Shimizu. Now Hayashi.
Because I thought we were staring down the barrel of yet another frustrating 0-0 in the first 45 for Arsenal.
Sissoko manages to pick out Ueki. It falls to Sissoko. If West Ham could get a goal in this.
Got to run.
3 minutes of additional time. That would be huge. Tisiak. Gory. Ball in behind. And that's cleared away. And out for a West Ham throw. Shimizu. Rigia Kandra asks what's the score. It's 1-0 Arsenal. And Amira Sayahira says, I don't know how I can watch it, but I'm just signing in. And yeah, well, that's good. I'm glad you're able to watch the game.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't think that Rayhan Skinner can be frustrated with their side performance. I think they've done well.
I disagree. I just think
the goal was cheap.
Obviously, the fact they've not they only conceded 1, I think that's a positive. But
they got lucky. They got very lucky.
Yeah, they're very fortunate they didn't concede a lot of moments. I think there's definitely some players that can hold their head high for West Ham. I think Katrina Gory's been sensational. I think Sissoko's played well.
They've battled well in the midfield, and they've battled well when they've got the ball up front. Just defensively, they've got so fortunate that it is only 1-0. And the goal was just a really cheap giveaway.
The back three just isn't working.
No.
Because there's just the gaps in between the left. Just capped Valti there.
I'll tell you what,
I don't think there's any malice in that, but
it wasn't even given us as a foul. It was
thankfully Gory avoids any serious injury there, because that could have been nasty. But I think the gaps between the left centre half and the central centre half and the right centre half and the central centre half, there's just a lot of space there for Russo and Miedemar to find and exploit. And that's what we've seen. Ueke just trying to get something going. It's when Russo darts right and drags Zadorsky with her that actually there's loads of space there in between Zadorsky and Sissoko. So, yeah.
Maybe rethink for West Ham half time, but overall not a bad performance, and we should be coming to the first 45 should be coming to a close any second now.
Yeah, Isabella making a good point as well, saying it's 1-0 to Arsenal. With the amount of chances they've had, you'd think it would be more. Yeah. Couldn't agree more. And that is the half. It is at half time. West Ham 0, Arsenal 1. A goal courtesy of Alessia Russo. Sides of a half where Arsenal were very much the dominant side, but only able to muster up 1 goal so far. West Ham still in this game then. Whether they can come back in the second half remains to be seen. But at the break, it is West Ham 0, Arsenal 1.
Yeah, good half from the neutral point of view. It's exciting. We had a goal.
Yeah.
We had some...
You've got a bit Australian.
Have I?
No, you're just... There's a tinge there. Got a goal. Bit exciting.
Yes, that is me now. But no,
The Katrina Gorey influence.
Yeah, I think I was just really impressed with the combativeness of the half, and especially West Ham. And you mentioned it there, Katrina Gorey just threw herself in front of everything, at everyone. Was just happy to fight, and it's quite. I like when the game brings that level, when the game brings that kind of competitiveness for the large majority of it. Because Arsenal had all the chances. Yes, West Ham defensively got really lucky when the ball was in the middle of the park. It was very competitive from both sides, and it was quite enjoyable to watch that because it does give you an exciting game. Because it did mean that West Ham could get forward maybe a handful of times. I could count them all on one hand, but it's still a handful, isn't it?
Well, yeah, you make a good point there regarding Katrina Gorey. I do think she adds a lot of steel to the midfield. She's a real, as you say, combative player. And I think that does make a huge difference because at times this season, West Ham's midfield has been a little bit permeable, I want to say. It's quite easy to pass through. I think Katrina Gorey in there, the fact that she will fly into a tackle, the fact that she will go and get stuck into this game, it just adds a bit of fight, a bit of bite in that West Ham midfield that makes it very difficult for Arsenal to get anything going. Because West Ham aren't just going to lay down and take this without throwing a punch of their own. But yeah, a lot of big takes in chat. Amira saying that they think it'll be 1-1. Love that. That'll be a hell of a second half if Arsenal continue up there, continue their inclinicality. But yeah, a couple of other points. Been loving Gorey recently, says Isabella. Yeah, 100%. I think this is the first time I've watched her properly. I believe I didn't, because we didn't watch the Chelsea FA Cup games. We were streaming the United Newcastle one, so I haven't really seen Katrina Gorey play this season. But yeah, today I've been very, very impressed with her. But yeah, and then Reggie Canto says, if Merps goes to West Ham, results same at the bottom of the league if West Ham striker's not scoring. Yeah, I think I think the point you're trying to make there is even if West Ham did have Mary Earps, there still wouldn't be a difference because West Ham's forwards don't score enough. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like the system is very negative for West Ham, which is understandable given the relative quality. But I think now they're adding players like Gorey and if Christian Lewis can start getting involved in there and Hayashi, I think they've got a good midfield three there. But the problem is they're sat so deep that they can't actually go and impact the play. However, I think in games against, as I say, the likes of Brighton and Leicester and obviously Bristol City, I think they can afford to push up a little bit more. So therefore they may be able to get involved. But yeah.
I think it is a really interesting scenario. You find when you have these kind of bigger teams towards the top of the table facing the more mid-table and relegation sides, is that obviously managers see it different. Some managers see it, play your football, and you can still beat them. Some managers see it as you shut up shops and hope for the best. And it, obviously Rayhan Skinner feels like the best idea is to sit back and defend what they can. And some managers will view that as a smart way to play. Some managers will view it as a negative way to play, in a way that means you're basically just rolling over and you're admitting defeat already.
Well, I think that my personal take, obviously sitting defensively is smart against sides that are going to look to implement balls in behind. I do think as well that West Ham have players that can spring on the counter. I just think Asay is actually a little isolated up there. Not seen enough from Ueki today. And actually that does create an issue because they don't really have much of a presence up there. Asay can't do it all by herself. And actually the times where she's got her back to goal, she holds the ball really nicely, but there's no one in support often. So she has to draw. Eventually the foul comes and then they can advance up the field. But she needs someone to be able to, if she can hold that ball up and release it to someone, then they can get some play going. But they don't really have a second striker up there. I think Ueke, I don't think she's a fantastic player. I also don't think she's being deployed very well. At the moment, they're using her as almost a right midfielder in a bit more of a 5-4-1, which is very negative. So, yeah, it's an interesting conundrum. I
think she's alone up there, but I think personally, maybe I look at it from more of a defender's point of view. But I love when it's with the way West Ham play today. I don't know what it is. It's satisfying as a defender, and you get that clearance gone when you're under the cosh. It's nice to sit deep and get it gone and be competitive and be strong in the tackle and all of that. Malarkey. It's I don't know. It's quite exciting because it gives us games like this today. We've got side who are happy to sit back and defend, and a side that in Arsenal who should be scoring a lot of goals.
Yeah, definitely. Amir agrees that they need a striker to improve more. Camus Kama Johnson puts in a prediction of 3-1 Arsenal. But yeah, I'm quite annoyed actually at the scoreline at half time, because I think my prediction would have been very much correct had Arsenal not scored that goal right on the end of the half, because they were clinical in the first half. Arsenal, they missed a lot of big chances.
Yeah,
I think the Miedemar one where she burst in behind and then took too long to release the trigger. She took it past Sissoko. Then she should have had a shot. She had a chance to have a shot before. She decided to cut back so Sissoko couldn't get in front of her. Then she could have had a shot, but she took too long, and Hayashi got back in there. So, yeah, I just feel like she should have finished one of those chances. But yeah.
Yeah, I think overall, do I see West Ham scoring today? No. But as we said before, in other games, we know they've got enough to get some goals, get across the line. But overall, to only 1-0 down, they're still in this game. I can't see them scoring personally, but who knows? I could be wrong. They could come out in the second half and give us a very, very good game. Yeah,
an update elsewhere then. It's Manchester United 2, Brighton 0. There's another goal for Nikita Paris, another assist for Jose Ferreira. So
Nikita Paris is in superb form.
It's been a smart switch though, because Jose hasn't been finishing chances. Yeah. Paris has. And Skinner swapped them around, so Paris is the focal point of the attack.
It's one of those situations again where United have brought in all these new players and brought these flashy signings, and it's good old Nikita Paris who's in the best of form and is scoring. Her numbers at the moment are absolutely insane. And again, she's performing really well today.
City not having a lot of luck at the minute. They're yet to have a shot in 27 minutes, despite having 61% of the ball. While Leicester have mustered up a shot. Maybe it's just that Leicester keep kicking them because they're on 7 fouls and 2 yellows already. So you can't do anything because Leicester just going around kicking them.
They've got the halfway line. It's like no man who died.
Just chaos. But yeah, so not a great start to the game for City then. Isabel saying the scoreline definitely isn't reflective of how they're playing. No, I agree. I think it's similar to last week where there's been a little bit of dominance, but for Arsenal, but they've not been able to create anything from that. Isabel also saying, were you guys shocked to see Jem Beattie transferring to Bay FC in the US? I don't think I was too surprised. I think that, well, she has been a good player for Arsenal. She's been a real loyal servant. I don't think it's too much of a shock to see her leave, because they have now, obviously over the summer, they signed Ilestedt and they signed Cadena. So it was natural someone was going to leave, and they weren't going to let Leah Williamson go. And they weren't going to let Lotta Ruben-Moy go. So I think it was only natural that they would let her leave. And while it's a bit... I get why some Arsenal fans are a bit upset, because obviously they rate her highly and like her. Yeah. I don't think it's a huge loss for Arsenal at all. But, yeah.
It's one of those. A shame to see a servant go, but I wouldn't say I'm too surprised. And at the end of the day, I don't think her leaving is going to impact their chances of winning the title.
I do love stadiums like this, right? Because they're doing an interview. Just a quick note on the Chigwell Construction Stadium. Doing an interview here in front of the tunnel. They push the tunnel back. Anyone could walk down the tunnel right now because the spectators have to go in front of the tunnel in order to get to the concourse. So I love an old traditional stadium where it's not like... you're not completely separate from the players. In a West Ham thing. And that's it. That's the security.
And now he's turned his back, so I could just run down. He's gone. Where's he going?
I don't even have to go over a sideboard to get to the pitch because it's here. You just go through the entrance, mate.
Love it.
Brilliant stuff. But yeah, a Chelsea fan welcome to the stream, saying big up. Good to see you, Chelsea fan. I don't care if Arsenal win because Chelsea win will beat Everton anyway. And going for a very bold 6-0 Chelsea win as a prediction. Fair enough.
Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? You feel like it's going to be big. It's Everton, it's at Kings Meadow. Chelsea are doing Chelsea things at the moment of just winning, purely just winning all the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you'd expect quite a convincing game, wouldn't you?
Well, I hope so.
Tough run for Arsenal, I think. Also, we spoke about... So they've got the 2 cup games in... They've got London City Lionesses in the Conti Cup. Man City in the FA Cup next weekend. I'll take it we're live for that.
We are indeed. Join us next Sunday. It's Arsenal vs Manchester City, the FA Cup
London
5th
City
round.
game?
In the week, no, we are live for Chelsea Sunderland
They're all at the
in the
same time, aren't they?
Conti Cup. Yes, they're all 7 o'clock kickoffs, I believe, on
Yeah.
Wednesday. So join us there.
I still don't know. I need to look into it more, but I still don't remember the whole Ford versus, is it Little John thing, or Ford versus someone? I can't remember who it is.
Let's have a look.
If anyone in chat knows what I'm on about, please say. Ford, some rivalry with someone, I can't remember who it is. But yeah, no, I basically just watching Jen Beattie score goals for Arsenal, which is very rare. But yeah, it's good off for Arsenal. They want to make it more convincing.
That's during the World Cup.
Right.
Little John chose to ignore Ford's hand during the pre-match handshakes
Oh, right.
ahead of the World Cup opener between Australia and Ireland.
Why?
Little John even attempted to approach Ford after the 1-0 defeat, only to be held back by her teammates.
Right. If anyone knows why that's a thing, please do cover
Oh,
it.
hang on.
Right.
I think I'm working it out.
You're getting to the depths of it. Meanwhile, Isabella asks, "It's my first time seeing you guys. I'm curious, which teams do you guys support in each league?" We're both Chelsea fans for the WSL,
Yeah.
and well, obviously men's and both men's and women's. Terms of that, not really anyone else. Just Chelsea through and through. And
Yeah, I don't watch enough of the other Big Five leagues, which really should as we get into the business end of the Champions League.
Isn't it?
Well, the DAZN have games on every weekend, to be fair. I've done some digging.
Yeah.
Turns out that Little John used to be dating Katie McCabe, and then Ford went on holiday with Katie McCabe because they're good friends, and well, it's just speculation, but that's why apparently Little John doesn't like Caitlin Ford anymore.
Okay. It's a bit of relationship drama in the footballing world.
Bit secondary school from Little John.
Can't wait for Little John to throw fall on me on midweek. Red card. But yeah, they're looking at the January signings by the top three in the WSL. So Chelsea made 2, which was Myra Ramirez, broke the record.
I think the signings represent a clear difference in the thought process of all the sides. I think Chelsea have had 2 players who can immediately come in and make a huge difference. I think Arsenal have had 2 players who can make a big difference. Obviously, Sarah Buhani's just a backup goalkeeper, not huge, but obviously Emily Fox is a big addition. City haven't done that. They've signed Laura Blinkilder, who I think is a good player, but
deadline day deal. Thoughts?
I think it's a good signing for the future, but she's not going to have a huge impact now. Neither's Tara O'Hanlon particularly. Neither's Poppy Pritchard.
It's like a mountain of pain.
So I have no idea what City are up to. Whether they're just so happy with their squad they're not adding anyone.
Future? Well, they are 3 future
But they've not replaced Jill Roord, who's out for a year with anterior cruciate ligament injury. I don't get it. They want to fight for the title. You need players that are going to fight for the title, not a load of youngsters.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Anyway. Are there rumours that McCabe was unfaithful? It's all just hearsay, though. Yeah, I guess... yeah. You can't really... We can't know, can we?
Not 11.
Well, no, but... If McCabe cheated with Ford, I can understand Little John's frustration, but if she didn't, then Little John... If it's just that she went on holiday with her, Little John needs to get over that.
Yeah, come on. Sort of,
But yeah.
Just, yeah. Who knows? Only they know. Only McCabe and...
Maria Lalo predicting a 3-0 win for Arsenal, and Amira Sayira saying, "Are you going to live Barcelona versus whoever next week? I mean tonight." Probably not tonight, but if there is demand for other leagues, we could definitely start covering games.
When's the El Clasico?
Great question, Harry. I will have a quick look as we wait for the play to come up in the second half.
We've stuck obviously in Europe and the English teams because that's the most we know about. But if you guys, it's all up to what you guys. If you guys want to see us cover the other big leagues in Europe, whether it be the Ligue 1 Feminine or the what's the other one called?
Oh, you got Liga F.
Liga F, that's the one.
Frauen Bundesliga.
Yeah, or the NWSL. NWS.
Less like that one because I'm not getting up at 2 a.m. again.
Oh yeah, good.
Well, we might actually. We'll do that.
Yeah.
2 a.m. See you there. But Real Barca is the 24th of March.
I mean, if people want to see us do it, let us know.
There will be WSL
And
games
if
that
they
day.
change
But
for
maybe.
Arsenal,
We'll
it's
see.
at centre half, and it's Amanda Eilestead. Now, is this going to... Williamson's off.
I think that makes sense. I imagine this is precautionary
Yeah, I hope so.
type thing, but yeah, definitely recommend Spanish football. Barcelona is just top class. Yeah, I'm very much aware of that.
Yeah.
We obviously watch them in the Champions League. I went to the Chelsea Barcelona semi-final in the Champions League last year, so you've seen them live. They are incredible. Yeah, they definitely live up to the billing.
Pretty good.
But yeah,
so Williamson off, Eilestead
on.
Valti gets the armband. Arsenal hoping to make this second half a little bit more convincing than the first.
Yeah, definitely. So he's worrying though for Arsenal, who we're hoping that Williamson can play on Sunday against Manchester City, and maybe against London. Yeah, I was going to say.
Right.
They play Lea Cadena because she's not really played enough this season, I wouldn't say.
Favourable draw.
Rouge and Dogs are back and they're underway for the second half. It is West Ham 0, Arsenal 1. Can Arsenal finish this and see this game out, or will West Ham provide an upset?
Maybe. I doubt it, but we're going to find out. I mean, the fact that Zinsberger hasn't, again, similar to the Liverpool game last weekend, Zinsberger hasn't touched the ball with her hands today. Apart from goal kicks, where she had to go get the ball and she picked it up. So actually on the pitch...
Well, has she? Do we know if she's done that, or does she dribble them?
I doubt
Just refusing to grab it.
Trying to set a new record. Being a goalkeeper that doesn't use their hands in the game. I'm sure there's a record out there, but that's probably because the goalkeeper conceded 15.
God, she's had nothing to do today. She's not even touched the ball.
Yeah.
It's like it rifling them past her. Here is Hayashi.
Bang.
Arnold. Hayashi under a lot of pressure, but she sees it off quite well. She's not a player I've been particularly impressed with. Again, I've not watched a load of West Ham this season, but she seems like a very good player. Ball towards Smith. It's headed by Eilestead. Now it's with Pelova. Fox. Pelova. Trying to keep hold of the ball. Katrina Gori now. Here's Asayi. Hayashi. Lifting over the top, looking for Ueki. She's in behind here. Ruben Moy gets in and, Ueki does get a touch on it, but it's not a very great effort.
No, it wasn't.
It's playing well.
Good tackle, was it? Or was it Ruben Moy getting back in?
Well, now Zinsberger's definitely used their hands.
Yeah, good catch there from the Arsenal keeper.
Yeah, Man City, by the way, 38 minutes, still not scored a goal. They have had 3 shots now, 1 on target, but still not scored a goal.
Yeah, Arsenal, we're very happy to hear that. City will know what's at stake. They have plenty of time, though. Plenty of time.
Yeah.
And clearly Shaw's still got to score 3, so that's, they probably don't need to worry about that too much. It's like, it is guaranteed. I mean, a goal scoring
Shaw's just delaying her hat-trick, don't worry.
Insane this season.
Yeah. Do you think this is a consequence of no Joe Rord, though? Team just isn't as strong, isn't as
Is it Coombs
potent.
then?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. But Laura Coombs still a good player. I think they'll be okay.
They've got no Kennedy in the back line either. Alexandri playing centre-half. Casper Ryan at right-back.
Where's Kennedy? Suspended?
Don't know.
We know City Lower red card.
Let's have a look.
No.
No, just benched.
Interesting call, that. Maybe Gareth Taylor.
We've also
feels
got Blindkilder, then who's signing on the bench as well.
I'm sure how she does. Obviously, I'm sure she was very happy to leave Aston Villa at this point in the season and join Manchester City.
What is she, in a sense, the Jill Rord replacement? I think she's a bit more attacking than Rord, but she could play in midfield.
She could. More than out wide, but maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think there's too big of a gap in ability at the moment, though. Obviously, I think Blinkilder's a quality player, but compared to Jill Rord, that's a good ball. Oh, that's a penalty. That's a penalty.
And it's been given. Catley brings down. I didn't see who it was. Ueki in the box and a West Ham penalty. Sorry, I was too busy looking at Blindkilder.
That is really clumsy. The ball is. It's really a play from West Ham. They win it back in Arsenal's half. The ball is played through by Hayashi into
That's a great ball, and it's just clumsy from Catley.
Yeah.
I think she's unlucky that this is given as a pen because I don't think she's quite.
It's on the line. It's on the line.
Yeah, that's a box.
It's on the line.
That is a penalty. And it's not malicious, it's not aggressive, it's just clumsy from Catley. And a huge opportunity now to level this.
It's a little like Catley doesn't realise Ueki's there and just trips her up. And I'll tell you, she's lucky that Ruben Moy was there, because if not, she could have been off.
Yeah, because it would have been thrown on.
Escaped any card. But Asai against Zinsberger to level the tie up out of absolutely nowhere for West Ham's second shot of the game. Huge moment.
Few deep breaths. Just trying to narrow her mind here as she steps up to it.
Big moment in the game.
Vivian Asai steps up. Good pen, and West Ham are level. It's West Ham 1, Arsenal 1. Vivian Asai continues her strong run of goal-scoring form, and Arsenal now find themselves back level and on the verge of dropping points. Not the start of the second half that they would have wanted, Arsenal. And Amira Sayera did absolutely call this, so fair play to you.
Yeah. Asai's fifth of the season, and that causes a lot of problems for the Gunners. A big error from Steph Catley, who was brought back in today due to McCabe's suspension. And, I mean, Kate McCabe didn't actually get away with it. But a huge goal for West Ham. That level now. And we have got 40 minutes. And now I think this throws a spanner in the works.
McCabe would have just grabbed her and thrown her on the floor outside the box.
Yeah.
Then would have given her the pen. Battle for the box, mate.
Picked her up. Moved her body. But now, Arsenal got to go again. Was not
Palova brings it down. Here's Lea Valti. Jimmy's past Ueke. Here's Catley. And again, he's just a bit on edge now after conceding that pen. Because she just gets caught there. Sissoko. Ueke. Now Shimizu brought down, but it is...
It'll play on your mind. You'll think, oh, all right, well, I've done that. And
that goal may change the flow of the game completely, says Isabella. Well, exactly. Goals change games because goals change game state.
Yes. Ball out wide.
And every time there's a game state...
Arsenal don't like it.
They're just... It's not exactly. Game states change. West Ham now are looking at this game, now that it's level, as a game they can get something from. Even if they don't manage to win it in the end, they could still get a draw from this. And there's a real positive buzz about their play now.
It happens every time.
Arsenal look panicky.
And it happens at any level of football, which is why it's always dangerous when you concede a goal, because it's that... When you're 1-0 down, when you're losing the game, and you get a goal back, it's that couple minutes of adrenaline rush from the whole team that then gets you going and to go for it. They're looking at it. It's on the line. It's penalty.
It's a perfect ball through as well from Hayashi, because what she does is she just creates enough of a facade, not a facade, but indecision from the two centre halves, because it's perfectly between them that it's just out of Catley's reach, just out of Rubens Moyes' reach. Neither of them particularly know whose ball it is.
And you make defenders think they do silly things.
Oh yeah. Because they panic.
Yeah.
Catley knows if she doesn't get that tackle in, Ueke's in. But in the end, concede a penalty anyway. Fox. Palova. Now Fox. Ilestedt. Ruben Moy.
But now, I think we said today that Arsenal could prove they deserve the title, prove they're up for the fight by putting a few passes down. Now they've got to prove it in a different sense.
Russo holds the ball up really well, looking for Ford.
They've got to prove it in a sense where they've been the better side, they did have the lead, and now they've been pegged back from out of nowhere. Now they can prove that they're up for the fight if they still get the win across the line today.
Ruben Moy. Now it's Ilestedt.
Do you think Williamson coming off had any impact?
Oh, I don't know. I would say they look...
It wasn't her
You
side,
can't really say they're disorganised. It's the same back four they've had all season.
Yeah.
Or at least they were playing with until Williamson was back.
He gave away the penalty.
No, I think the greater disorganisation comes from the fact that you've got Catley over McCabe. McCabe's looked really solid recently. Obviously, there's nothing they can do about that. McCabe got suspended, and actually I think it was smart to get McCabe suspended because it means she's still in the side for games against Man City and the like. But I do think that has an impact, obviously. You're changing two key components of your back four. It's going to have an impact. Arnold coming quite far out there. And just knocks it all the way back to Zinsberger.
Goalkeepers playing to and fro with each other.
Just kicking over the whole pitch.
But yeah, it has been more positive from West Ham in this second.
I say you could put the pressure on Ruben Moy here. Palova. Now Fox, and they're under the cosh a little, and she hasn't dealt with that. Emily Fox, and that's going to be a throw for West Ham.
Snace? Something like that. Can't remember her name.
I'll say Sneers.
Snace? Yeah, something like that.
Let's have a look. Snurl.
Hayashi,
ball in behind it again. Ueke gets there, but she fires over and she's offside anyway. I thought she made a brilliant blindside run, but it turns out she was slightly offside.
I'll tell you what, it is you have to take your hat off after 54 minutes here to Gori and Hayashi, because they have been superb today. Absolutely superb. And again, that was a really good ball in. Shame Ueke went a little bit early.
And this is what I'm saying. This is my criticism of West Ham in the first half was Ueke was too deep. There was no one up there with Asayi. And now they've added something up there.
Miedema loses the ball in their own half to Snurl, and then responds by fouling Asayi.
There's frustration for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Desperation, in fact, because they know they cannot afford this today. They know if they drop points today, there's a very good chance that the title almost looks insurmountable at that point.
They'd go 5 points off Chelsea if Chelsea won later.
Yeah.
When did Chelsea drop 5 points in a season? That's a good ball in, headed away, not very convincing. They've scuffed clearance again. Hayashi's under it.
Because it basically means Arsenal can't make another mistake.
Yeah.
Because they'd have to beat both Arsenal and Chelsea. No, sorry, both Chelsea and City.
Let's feel like sometimes they're having to beat themselves.
Yeah. But I think they'd also have to beat both Chelsea and City and hope that City beat Chelsea and then not make any other errors.
Yeah. At that point, you might as well just ask for a miracle.
Or they've got to hope that Chelsea drop points somewhere, which is not impossible, but Chelsea only dropped points.
Not though.
Chelsea only dropped points twice in the first half of the season. That was Arsenal and City, right?
Yeah. That's... No, must be more.
No, they won the other 10 games. That's the difference, is Arsenal could draw today. And Arsenal have lost this season to teams they shouldn't have lost to. They lost to Tottenham. They drew with Manchester United. They lost to Liverpool.
After 90, but in the cup game, and then Nuskin scored a goal in extra time.
Arsenal beaten Chelsea and City. They should be top of the league. That's a fact. They should be top of the league.
That's actually a brilliant point. That's ridiculous.
But they find themselves third in the table and currently drawing.
From Boughton, a response from Gorey.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a... I was going to say...
And the ref's just going to tell her to wait there. Vouty's going to first get... It was a foul from Vouty, and Gorey just responded with a... I don't know why. And she'll be lucky to avoid the book here. Because you can't respond. Don't know, she can't just... She just flicker on the head. Both are getting a chat to each other. Not really sure why. No card handed out at all. So Vouty makes a bad tackle. The ball's gone. Oh, and they cut the camera away before we could see what Gorey did. Brilliant.
Fantastic TV direction.
Vouty made a tackle after the ball was gone. I'm guessing Gorey wasn't very happy about that. But a free kick here for West Ham. The ball's going to be put in by Snurl. That's a great ball in.
Ball punched away. Falls to Asayi. It's in. That's a huge goal. It's a Sissoko. Sorry, not Asayi. West Ham 2, Arsenal 1. That is absolutely massive. Punched away by Zinsberger. Fell to Sissoko on the edge. And again, there's question marks over Zinsberger. There's question marks over Arsenal as they now find themselves behind here at the Chigwell Construction Stadium. It's West Ham 2, Arsenal 1. And she goes over to celebrate with a couple of people in the crowd. I'm not sure whether she knows them or whether they're just random fans that she's decided I'm going to go high-five them.
What a turnaround. It's been a really poor second half from Arsenal. It's a cheap free kick to give away from the first Vouty. It's a terrible punch away from Zinsberger. She's come out past her 6-yard box, punches it into the ground, and it falls to the centre half on the edge.
So composed.
It just goes, fuck it, bang. What a fit. It's an open goal because Zinsberger's miles off her line. and a huge goal for the Hammers.
Wow.
Huge goal for their season, and it is a huge goal at the other end of the table for Arsenal's title race hopes. Because now, and I said that they had to prove themselves, now they've got to go one step further. And they, wow, I'm out of words. What is happening? This is incredible. What is unfolding here? West Ham been absolutely superb. They've come out for the second half.
They're feeling the pressure, Arsenal.
They've been more positive. They've put the pressure on. Arsenal do not like it. They've crumbled and they are struggling. There is still half an hour left here, though, for Arsenal to get something.
I was just saying, I don't want to get carried away with it because Arsenal
I'm already getting carried away.
Have the ability to turn this around.
And the Pete and chat are loving it with the party Potter emoji.
I was going to say, someone's loving that. West Ham fans here now.
Yeah.
But yeah, 199 votes, by the way, in the polling chat. I appreciate everyone that's voted and joined in with today's stream.
Is it
Great to see so many people.
West Ham?
Now 7%. So I think a lot of people jumped on the bandwagon
went
there.
for West Ham. What a shout.
87% on Arsenal and 6% going for a draw.
And who was it? It was Amir. He said 1-1. You're wrong. Terrible prediction. Should have gone more.
And the thing is, Arsenal fans will blame Zinsberger again today. And
blame the fact that
I think you can make a valid complaint against that because that's a huge error from her. But the fact of the matter is, Arsenal didn't put away enough chances today, or haven't. There's still 30 minutes. They could.
Arsenal won't focus on that. They'll focus on the fact they didn't get a penalty in the first half and West Ham did.
Yeah.
Rather than the fact that Media was hit the bar, went through on goal and didn't shoot. All sorts of things. And there is going to be a change for Arsenal. Eidval's seen enough. And it's going to be a double change of Lacasse and Blackstenius.
Are they going like 6 up front again?
Either he's going 6 up front or he's had enough of watching his front four at the moment.
I think he's just going to do what he usually does, just put loads of attackers on.
It's fun when he does that though, because they're going to lose 3.
It's not, yeah. Just say it's just we're into Eidval's lost the plot territory when you see
what's that? We're losing 6 straight, please.
It's a 50-50, isn't it, when Blackstenius and Lacasse were on? It's either going to be a completely normal double change or Eidval's lost the plot.
Who knows? And it's a case of Arsenal and it's a triple change. Kyra Cooney-Costa's coming on. When Arsenal fans sing that when she's on the ball she's magical, they need something magic today from her.
Can't wait to see this 2-8 formation. Yeah, they're set up front as well.
Yeah, they just pull off that too as a pivot of Cooney, Cross and Bowie and everyone else up front.
Including Amanda. Here's Beth Mead, brings it down, hooked away by UFT.
They hit that.
Knocked out with Palova. Here's Fox, low ball to Mead. Scuffed the finish, block. Cleared away.
What a block, but it wasn't a great effort from Mead. How on earth have they not scored that? Brilliant. Has that ball gone off? And that is out for a... Wow.
Right.
Yeah, but Arsenal have gone to get the ball, but the lineswoman put a flag up to give a West Ham throw. Ball in from Fox. Mead takes a touch, scuffs the shot, and it's blocked by Zadorsky in there.
And then UAK clearing it away. Triple change now for Arsenal then. Vivian Miedemar is off.
Says a lot. Speaks absolute
She's missed too many chances today. On comes Stina Blackstenius. And, that's a huge call for Eidval. Beth Mead off as well.
So he hasn't gone mental.
Lacasse is on, and then Palova off for Cooney Cross.
Big calls now. Because Eidval's bought off his star-studded players. He's bought off his big names. Obviously, Lacasse and all that are big names, but he is not happy with what he has seen going forwards from the likes of Mead and Miedemar. He's bought them off now.
But I just question why Russo stays on. I guess she scored today, hasn't she? Yeah. So you can make that excuse, but...
Well, Arsenal got a dig deep now.
Ilestead. Now it's Emily Fox.
And it is where it's right, yeah. Kyra Cooney-Cross finally getting a chance. She's had very limited minutes.
She played the cup game, didn't she?
She played the cup, but in terms of WSL minutes, she rarely gets subbed on. And a big moment for her now, 27 minutes to try and prove.
Blackstenius to Lacasse, bursts into the box. Zadorsky tries to challenge. Lacasse plays it across. It's a huge miss, Alessia Russo. That's the type of moment she needs. She could have gone for a second goal of the game, just had to keep it down, but she gets underneath it.
That's a terrible effort.
That's why they kept moving
Brilliant for
Miedemar on the field.
What a miss that is. That is a terrible effort. Nowhere near the goal.
That's why, no matter how many people tell me Russia's had a good season, I just don't. I like it. I think she's a good player, but she's not had a good season. Too many moments like that.
Yeah.
In decisive moments, and that can be the difference.
Yeah. Because if that's 2-2, we're looking at it and going, Arsenal got 26 minutes to find a winner. They'll do that easily. But instead, they've got to dig deep and find two.
This is Sissoko just, since she scored a side, I'm playing up front. I don't care. Because I keep setting up in midfield.
And the reason I thought it was a save when it first went in is because...
It was a brilliant finish.
What centre-half's shot like that?
Rudiger.
Yeah, she is the Tony Rudiger of the women's game. Incredible.
Just drives into midfield.
Gory.
Has great shots.
Superb today. Cannot fault a single player in a West Ham shirt. And I say he's done really well to get around Ruben Moy there, but Catley was sweet out and help out, and you pick out for a goal.
Well, I think you could have had a go at Ueki in the first half. She wasn't particularly good, but she's pushing forward now. She's getting involved in the attack, and that's why
the key reason why they got the two up front that we expected to see.
Yeah. Now she has sat a little deeper though, as they look just to try and hold on to this.
Yeah. Cooney Cross.
Snell putting the pressure on, but Cooney Cross able to play out of it. Here's Fox.
If anything, Arsenal need players to be calm.
Russo.
Obviously, we're going mental because they're 2-1 down, but they just need to relax.
So Russo's dropped into that midfield role, and Blackstenius will lead the line. Big calls.
Yeah.
Ball in, headed away by Trisiak. But I guess you have to trust Russo in these situations if you're at Idaval, because she scored today. Miedemar's missed big opportunities. It's only fair.
Lacaste as well.
Here's Kyra Cooney Cross.
Does deliver.
Great ball in. It's headed away by Harvest. Sissoko, Alessia Russo. Firing wide.
Third today. She's put over the bar. Headed over the bar in the first half. And now he's 2 times in the space of 3 minutes, really. Good play from Lacasse again. Good ball in from Cross. Headed to Russo on the edge. He's on to a bit more of a difficult chance. On the volley. Just knocks over the bar again. Weird way that she took that effort. Yeah, big calls from Idaval. And that is a bench of solemn faces.
Do you think that shows exactly what the problem is right now at Arsenal?
That rather than believing in their team to get back in this last 24, they look like they've already lost the game.
Well, they looked like they lost it when they conceded. That was the key difference.
Yeah.
West Ham went a goal down. They didn't give up.
No.
They kept fighting. Arsenal went level. It went level, and there was a clear change in the energy of both sides. West Ham looked up for it. They looked lively, and Arsenal looked dejected. And that's the key difference here. This game is far from done.
Oh yeah, no.
But Arsenal have got a lot of work to do in this last 23 minutes if they want to avoid an embarrassment. Here is Alessia Russo, feeds it through into Caitlin Ford. This needs to be a goal. Looks for Russo, cleared away.
Hit it? Handball there from a save.
You can't squib it out of a shot. It's quite simple.
If this is Chelsea in this situation, if this is City in this situation, I think even if it was maybe United in this situation, I'd back them all to get it back. Here's Lacasse, brilliant drive, going into corner.
The difference is City and Chelsea both have players they can rely on in these moments to take the game by the scruff of their neck. For City, it was Jill Ward. Now someone else is going to have to step up, but they've got players like Hemp, like Kelly. If you get a ball into Khadija Shaw, she's going to head it in.
Yeah.
Or put it in somehow. But and for Chelsea, you'd expect a Lauren Jade to take the game by the scruff of the neck, or if on form, a Guro Wrighton, or even a Joanna Wright and Canada Wright.
And Isabella puts it brilliantly. It feels like West Ham want it more. That's exactly what it is. It doesn't matter how much quality you have on the pitch. If you don't outwork the opposition, you won't win the game. And that corner sums it all up as I can't remember who took it. Catley slipped over and hit the corner.
Ball down the line from Hayashi. That's going to stay in. And Katrina Gore is the only one pressing it. But Fox has got back in there really well. But it looked like Gore was going to get there for a moment. If you've got I feel like Gore was one of the players you wouldn't want there.
No.
Like she worked hard for it, but she's not the quickest. She doesn't get outpace
Not
Fox.
running today.
If you had a Say chasing that, I feel like West Ham were in there, but
Definitely.
again, it's that belief. Gorey didn't stop running after it. She almost made something happen from it. Hayashi, with nowhere to go, just played a ball down the line. It was a perfect ball down the line. Perfectly on the line. Wasn't going to go off. Cooney cross.
Liverpool Tottenham underway as well. Big game for both sides in the middle of the table.
Indeed, and if you hear a depressed groan at any point over the next 30 minutes, it's probably us reacting to news of the Chelsea men's game, so don't worry.
Oh, well, if you look at that.
Zinsberger and Ruben White.
Zinsberger I'm watching. She wasn't even looking at where Edith was.
Now Ruben White. Ball in behind. Headed away again now by Zadorsky. Cooney cross. Ford. Can she take aim? It's blocked by Sissoko. He's been immense today.
Why is Ford shot from there?
And putting the pressure on.
The ball on the edge of the 6-yard box. Here's Ford again.
Because now they're getting desperate.
Yeah.
Because they're not able to create chances. Because West Ham
has to deliver.
Are just fighting for it.
Doesn't deliver. Decides to go backwards. 20 minutes to go. Bear in mind, Arsenal conceded their second in the 58th minute. They've had 12 minutes, done nothing with it.
Yeah.
Here's Russo.
Here's Catley in the box. Blocked.
Why is she taking so... do they have to, charge up to shoot or something? Just hit it.
They just don't release the trigger quick enough. Oh, Ilestead gets away with one. I thought that was a bit of a hospital ball there. I thought Asai may well get there, but Zinsberger deals with it. They're not going to have a Sabrine D'Angelo moment like they did against United. Again,
that was a slotty drop of points. 2-2 draw there due to some big errors.
City game. Got quite lucky. Kara Keating missed the ball.
Yeah. Forgot that one. And they got a penalty.
I think one of the only games for Arsenal have looked like incredible this season was the Chelsea game.
Yeah.
Save your best performance for the big occasion, but they've just not been consistent enough this season to mount a serious title charge. You know, when you beat Chelsea and City,
forward on the corner,
regardless of how fortunate the circumstances are,
ball's going to roll through too.
You should be top of the league.
Yeah.
There's some tears in chat. I'm not sure if they're Arsenal tears or if they're laughing, but either way, welcome.
This is incredible scenes.
Asai. Zadorsky, and that is a foul on Asai there.
If Arsenal lose now and Chelsea win later, that's a 6-point gap. Is that them done, realistically?
The thing is, I don't think they can't catch Chelsea. I think, though, that it'll be very difficult for them to catch Chelsea and City to not to.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest difference. Chelsea are by no means so blindingly clear that 6 points is insurmountable. But I just don't see how Arsenal would make up those points without City doing the same. Equally, City at the moment are drawing. So Chelsea could go 5 points clear of everyone if they win tonight, and the results stay the same across these two games. So, yeah, I mean, today could have huge ramifications for the rest of the season. But yeah, I do think that obviously Chelsea's inclusion in the Champions League is going to have an impact because although they have got a strong squad, it is going to have an impact. It's going to make a difference. So they're going to have an opportunity to take advantage later in the campaign, Arsenal and City. It's just whether they have that fight in them, whether they have those performances. Because I mean, obviously Chelsea could choke tonight, in which case all three teams are in the same position today.
Yeah.
But they could also win 4-0, and then we see a very different looking
just a poor
table.
Well, Suzuki's got a cramp.
Probably all the running she's been doing. Yeah. She just keeps running into midfield, so it's understandable. But she's been immense today.
Yeah.
And we'll do player of the match in 15 minutes time.
Penalty. Very well taken.
Yeah.
And then a terrible piece of goalkeeping. And Sissoko just leathers it. And it's one of those, that's what Arsenal haven't done all day. Gets the ball in a good area and goes, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to hit this. And then she doesn't know what to do with herself once she scores, runs to suspense.
Goes high five some fans.
Yeah, let's go see her mate, talk to some random blokes.
Yeah.
And now just sorting out a cramp. Hopefully for West Ham's sake, she'll be able to make it through the next 17 minutes. But she's still down. Maybe it's more than it looked like a cramp though. They were just stretching her out. Right, 16 minutes then. Do you think Arsenal will get this? And everyone in chat can answer this. Are Arsenal getting this back?
No.
No.
I don't think they are.
I think I'll go back to a draw.
Okay, fair enough. City's Leicester just kicked off the second half. Isabella says Liverpool Tottenham predictions. Can't remember what I said on the show on Friday.
No. So I'm going to say no.
Yeah, if you are new around here, we do a WSL prediction show every Friday, but
I'll go Tottenham.
I always forget what
Russo,
we
big
said.
tackle.
Here's Cooney Cross. I think I said Tottenham will win 3-1. I think you said a draw.
I'll go Tottenham to win now. Change my
Cooney
mind.
Cross. Fair enough. Vouty, Russo, Cooney Cross, Vouty, Fox.
In those shows, we don't write the predictions down before we predict them.
No.
We just make them up as we talk.
And I do after on the Instagram graphic, but I forgot to post that yesterday. So I thought it was a bit late today. So I post it Friday, forgot to. Also forgot to make a graphic on Instagram for today's game, but you can tell it's not a professional operation.
Xenius, ball it
We do our
forward.
best.
Claimed by Arnold, she will go to ground.
But yeah. Anyway, thanks everyone that has subscribed, by the way, on today's stream. If you haven't subscribed yet, the 35 people watching right now, someone out there must have not subscribed. So please hit that subscribe button. Help us out. It's the best way to show you support is to subscribe. We'd love to hit 1,000 as soon as possible because that means we can monetize the channel, start earning money, and then produce better content.
Exactly.
Production value can go up. But yeah, it's been a huge start to this channel. We only started 3 months ago. The support's been incredible, so keep it going. And yeah, also you subscribing means you get notified whenever we upload, whenever we're live, so check it out. Is Instagram the same as the YouTube? Yeah, it's I can't remember what the handle is, but I will check. I think it is just the Women's
And
Football
the
Chat.
Twitter is sub to TWFC.
But they are all linked in the description,
yeah,
I
and
believe.
The Discord.
And there's a Discord as well.
Discord.
So if you want to chat off stream, that's the best place to do it.
We do talk
yeah.
on now. Another change for Arsenal will be Freedom Manham to come on.
Now we get to Idle's losing the plot territory. This is their last sub.
Yeah.
They've already used 4.
No, they've used oh, Willie, yeah.
Illistead came on half time, so
Wow.
this is it. This is the last roll of the dice.
You know, when Isha goes up front, that's when he's lost the plot.
That's all I want to say.
That's when he's seen sense. Smith flicks it
on.
on.
Well,
right
he
direction
actually
this
can't
time.
win it against Cooney Cross, though. Asayi does fight Fox for the ball. Fox got away, and that's a yellow card, surely, for Smith.
No. Yes. She tries to run away. The ref says, come back.
Yummy.
and
There was the yellow
take
card.
this yellow. How that's the first yellow of the game, I don't know.
And Brandish is the first
Because
booking
Vouty
of the
took
game.
out Gory. Gory gave her a slap. But Catley gave her a penalty in their own area. The ref said, nah, that's alright. No intent to play the ball there from Smith. Just trying to halt the progress of Emily Fox.
Yep. Indeed.
And Arsenal, you feel like they want 2 goals. They need to score in the next 3 minutes. And it's going to be Caitlin Ford who is going to be removed. And Freedom Manham is going to be put on.
That's an interesting call again.
Short sleeves
but-
and gloves.
Good, mate.
Interesting combo.
Classic Freedom Manham.
Arnold organising her back line. Because even West Ham know if they concede earlier, they've got... Well, that's just common sense. But if they concede earlier, they've got more chance of conceding another. Ball in. Oh, Armstrong. Arnold drops it. Long ball over the top so Soko sees it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The earlier they can say, the longer they're going to hold on. Crazy stuff. But yeah. 4 shots, 2 goals. There's a 60 shots, 1 goal. It's mental. Yeah. That is incredible from West Ham.
16 shots.
But think of all the times they haven't had a shot.
when there's 6... We have not watched 16 shots, I'm convinced.
17, apparently. 3 big chances for Arsenal as well, compared to 1 for West Ham.
I guess Russo put one over the bar, didn't she?
Miedemar just didn't shoot.
Yeah, and then she just put on it as a bar.
Forgot where the circle button was on the controller.
Yeah.
Let's say you putting the pressure on. Here is
Chloe
Chloe
down.
Lacasse. Plays towards Freedom Manham. Dealt with well by West Ham and scooped up by Mackenzie Arnold. Also, Nottingham Forest in the men's game are already losing.
To who?
Bournemouth. Justin Cliver with the goal. No, Dom Solanke.
Arsenal need to
FPL.
act quickly. They need a goal.
Also, we need to get involved in the Fantasy WSL next season.
Yes, we will. Is it a proper thing?
It's not like it's not done by the WSL, but it is well run. To be fair, by the people that make it. Unfortunately, it's I didn't really realise there was one until a couple of weeks ago, and at that point it's a bit late. I have made a team,
we'll
but
get a league going.
I don't know. I made a team, forgot to set it up though, and I had Lauren James on the bench. That annoyed me, so I uninstalled it. But next season, I was fuming.
I made it on the day. Bang! Delete it.
Oh, it was the Man United game, I think. It's just got a brace. No, hat-trick. I was fuming.
So I deleted the game. How do we do that?
It's
right.
Oh, because I was already off through the season. I'm not in a league. I'm not going to win anything. So I thought, I can't bother.
But next year we'll do a PWFC league.
Oh, 100%. We'll have everyone in there. And we can all watch Harry be terrible at fantasy games.
Yeah, good one.
Emily Fox. Links up well with Chloe Lacasse. Back to Fox then on this right-hand side. Tries to cross it in. Smith does well, fighting for it. But managed to keep it in there. Fox, here's Lacasse, cuts inside. Look for the shot. Uweke gets in front of her. Catley. It's now with Valti. Manham. No, sorry, Russo. Ball in. Dangerous area. Pushed away by Mackenzie Arnold.
One day, and Arsenal
Cooney
get
cross.
the area and actually hit it.
Thought she might have a shot, but she doesn't. Now Uweke tries to hold it up, gives it to Sazorski,
That is
who's used her body
defending.
well, knocks it back to Arnold, who smashes it forwards. Mr. Big Pierce asks, who do you think will be the coach of Chelsea men and women next season? I think the women's coach will probably be Casey Stoney.
Men's coach will still be Poch.
Oh,
Yeah,
depends.
Yeah.
It depends whether we win the cups or not.
Ball in.
If we have Europe, he stays. If we don't, I think he goes.
Oh yeah, but we'll get Europe easily.
Easily.
What? We'll be fine.
Hope so. If we have to play Liverpool in all the cup finals,
No, I mean we'll get in the league.
also bold.
Lacasse, is that a penalty? Ref says no.
I do want to be in the Conference League for the sake of players like Angelo, because they'll tear it up.
Lose the ball.
Got barreled over by Fox. Not a foul though. Fox, Lacasse. Can she have a shot? Kind of.
Hit the ball.
Catley.
I'm not even an Arsenal fan. It's annoying me that they're not shooting.
Valti. Here's Russo. Valti.
Still, Arsenal just knocking it around the penalty area. That is a foul from Sissoko. Referee says yes. Big chance for Arsenal. First time the defenders put a foot wrong today.
Yeah.
And that foot was into Russo's car.
I think she's signalling for that she wants to come off there, Sissoko. Went over to you can see holding a thigh again.
This was Lacasse cutting in. Gore, that's not
Never a pen.
But again, Arsenal fans will moan at this.
Isabel said, how often do you guys do these streams? We tend to do a game a weekend, and then if there's any midweek action, we'll do something. So we've been doing all of Chelsea's Champions League games. We'll be doing the Conti Cup in the week. I think we're going to watch Chelsea game again.
Yeah.
Because it's interesting, isn't it, to see a championship opposition.
Next week we've got Conti Cup and FA Cup.
Week after that, I don't think there is anything in the midweek.
No.
But of course, as we get into March, we'll have the Champions League games. Obviously, we're doing WSL every weekend. We may do 2 a weekend, depending on... because we do have another channel where we do the men's games. So, yeah, depending on what we're covering on there, we'll do more or less the women's game. But we'll definitely do a stream every weekend. So.
And then you end up with
something.
Both Conti Cup semi-finals or your domestic cup finals coming in as well.
Yeah.
A very, very packed end to the season, basically.
Indeed. Yeah, and then in terms of videos, we do a WSL prediction show every Friday, and we also do a video every single Wednesday. So this week we spoke about Jill Ward's injury, and 270 people watched it, so thanks to all of them. But, yeah. I'll say we only started in November. It's been going pretty well on here. We've been growing quite an audience, so thank you, everyone. Papa Henry says, Arsenal, we are losing too many unnecessary games. Yeah, agreed. Again, we spoke about this earlier, but Arsenal this season have beaten Chelsea and City. They should therefore be top of the league. But too many drop points, and today would be a real disappointing result, I think.
Double change for West Ham, sorry. One of those is Sissoko, who deserves a standing ovation for her performance.
She has been impeccable. And she will now make way. And we'll find out for whom in just a moment.
Hobbling off.
Yeah.
Centre half. What a game for her. Big goal. Huge at the back. Deserves a little applaudance she'll get from today.
I thought you were saying hobbling off was the player coming on. But no, it is Cook on for Sissoko and Bergman off for Hayashi.
Who again deserves all her plaudits as
both
well.
have been incredible.
Hayashi.
Now it's Cooney cross. Lacasse can't keep it in, but it is a Arsenal throw, much to the frustration, I think, of West Ham. They thought it was their throw. Manham can't get that ball forward as Smith cuts it out. Here's Katrina Gorey, brilliant from Gorey. Now puts it in behind, gives Ueke time to chase, but we'll go to Zinsberger.
And this is the problem for Arsenal. They have 45 minutes and they only scored one goal in the first half.
Snell puts pressure on. Rousseau, nice turn.
Arsenal conceded their second goal, West Ham second in the 58th minute. And that is a foul by Cook.
And a yellow card.
An immediate yellow. Great start for her. Replace one yellow with another.
Isabel says, all right, sounds good. I'll try to keep up even with the time differences. I forget. Obviously, Australia's the other side of the world. So I appreciate you being here massively today. But
how's it correlate then? So what's the time for you now? Because is it better our evening streams better or our midday streams better?
Trying to work it out. So I've had really late at night, really early in the morning.
But like it's early in the morning.
Yeah.
Which would then make our late midweek streams midday. Midday time. I don't know maths. It would be early morning time. There's another foul in there. This time from Asai. West Ham are now kind of resorting to free kicks, which could benefit Arsenal. Could not, because they keep just smacking the ball in the air and it gets cleared. They've got to think of something. They've got to be inventive now as Valty's thrown to the deck. 4 minutes to go. Arsenal need at least one goal to get a point. Realistically, they need two.
It's 1:17 a.m. on a Monday right now. So, yeah, they're ahead.
So the late night exchange is probably better for you as well. That is crazy. Fair enough.
Headed over by Stephen
Thank you for being
Tennis.
here then, because that is incredible commitment.
Well, same as us following NFL. Well, me following NFL and you joining me occasionally for a game. It was always ridiculous timings.
Women's World Cup in Australia. I bet you love that World Cup. That was brilliant.
Yeah.
But get on
we covered
to watch USA Netherlands.
Obviously, we've only been doing this channel a few months now, but we did cover all of the Women's World Cup on our other channel, which at the time was for both, and then we decided to separate them. But we covered all the Women's World Cup. Very difficult, to say the least. But we're getting up at 2 a.m. and the likes to come and stream. Fox. Kyra Cooney cross. Puts it in the midfield. Catley, and it's cleared away by Trisiak. Now it's with Fox. With my good ball in. Black's Dennis. Falls to Fox. It's cleared away by Gorey, not dealt with. Good stuff from Asai. Get it gone now. Thinks she's hoping to draw the foul. She does from Lacasse.
That is really poor. No need, and she will also receive a card that is yellow colours.
Yeah.
Very silly.
Score's not all that important, says Isabella. That was our motto over the World Cup as well. Fortunately, it was during the summer, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, Chelsea scored. Come on. Chelsea men, sorry. I'll find out in a minute. Isabella says, do you guys post your Insta story because stream late that day? We usually put out a post in the morning of the day we stream. And then that will go on the story and there'll be a link on there. Just completely forgot to. Today, had a mare.
You set an alarm every morning.
I should really. I forgot to post anything on Friday as well. So
the World Cup was amazing. Yeah, not surprised. Glad you enjoyed it. Because of the USA Netherlands stream that we went like 1:45.
Yeah, because we had to get up at midnight.
So we got up at that was crazy.
No, that's nothing, mate. There was that Friday, wasn't there, where we were live.
We did the was it the 4 a.m. and then we did the 10 a.m.
No, it's earlier than that.
Or the 2 and then the 7.
I want to say like 3 and 9.
Might have been 3 and 9, yeah.
I don't think we did the game at 6. But we streamed both of those, and then we were live again in the evening for the start of the Premier League season, and then live again on the Saturday morning. That was just me for the England game, I think it was. So we had over that 24 hours, we were live 4 times, and I think I slept about 6 hours.
That's
so
why I'm missing game.
not even that.
But I can't.
Yeah, you were playing on Saturday morning. But yeah. 6 a.m. in the US West Coast, has Camilla. Wow. Yeah, fair enough. Dedication to it. Quite fortunate to follow the RSL in England because it means it's all at normal times for us. But yeah. Man, I have an exam tomorrow and here I am watching football. Yeah.
Love the game, mate.
And also Isabella saying the World Cup for us was the biggest sporting event in history, 11 million viewers. Breaking an Australia record, I'm guessing, but yeah.
You don't guess, we're now just sitting in the corner with the football and not letting Arsenal touch it. Free kick in there for Arsenal.
A 5 additional minutes.
That's not enough. This game's done for me.
I'd have half time, mate.
This game is absolutely
forget Fergie
done.
time. We've got Jonas time.
Doesn't matter.
Cole Palmer scored. Our Wolves are bloody level.
How?
It took him 3 minutes.
Brilliant.
Moise Caicedo set up. Palmer's
Ball in, headed away. Catley.
God's sake, Joe.
Going to take the throw. Arsenal pushing for a leveller. Russo delivers. Ball in. Great ball in. It's headed into a nearly own goal.
Oh, God.
Wow. Nearly an own goal. That was from Tisiak. And it's out for an Arsenal corner. How did that not go in our own net? Flicked on. Arnold thought it was beating the post. Wow. Bare margins.
Getting Arnold's heart racing there.
But the corner for Arsenal, they have to make this count now.
Ball in. Falls to Blackstenius. It's blocked. And now headed away. And Snell's going to just go. Just knocks it out of play. Skinner just comes on, smashes out of the stadium. Would have been good. Fox. Here is Vouty and Snell jumps in front of it. No, right, Ueke jumps in front of it.
Super.
Love it.
That is what you do for your badge.
Cunha scored for Wolves, 3 minutes, typical Chelsea, yeah. So frustrating. That's why I prefer the women's game at the moment. If Chelsea lose tonight, though, then we're going to be in tears. But yeah.
If you don't want to join us on our men's channel, which is behind us, you can always go. It was somewhere in the description. But yeah, no.
Or just search for the football chat, and we should.
Much more enjoy watching this. It's more fun and more exciting.
And more of you seem to enjoy us. So.
Best of press.
Yeah.
Here is Fox into Cooney cross. Wills will go for the switch. Backed out of it. Vouty flicks it on, not far enough. West Ham holding firm to deny Arsenal. That is a terrible pass from Zinsberger.
That's a lot of Wumoy, but she does come away with the ball. Illerstedt sends it long.
Vouty wins it back. Manham now on the ball.
Here's Fox. Plays it into the channel. Stina Blackstenius, and it's seen out by Arnold there.
Another Arsenal corner, piling on the pressure. Great ball from Fox. Thought it had too much on it. Took her a bit wide. Blackstenius, great run. Good effort. Big save.
No, Man United win as well.
No.
Never what we want to see.
Ueke is down with a bit of cramp as well. You can tell he's West Ham fat. West Ham players have worked very hard today.
Yeah.
2 minutes away from a huge win, not only for their relegation battle, but for Arsenal. A massive drop of 3 points. And another change for West Ham.
So it's going to be Ueke coming off. A real shift from her today.
Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Threw herself at everything. Much. And I tell you what, I'll give her credit because she wasn't great in the first half, but a much improved second half. Was one of the pioneers for this West Ham lead. Don't want to say win yet. There's still a minute and a half remaining. As Elizabeth says, though, brilliant from West Ham. And even if they do draw, it's still a very, very big draw. but they'll want the win. They've come this far. They'll want the win. West Ham defending.
Ball in.
Headed over.
And again, it's headed over, and it's a goal kick.
This will be the longest.
Russo made contact with it. But it's over the bar. Brilliant from West Ham, says Isabella. They really brought it back. They did indeed.
Incredible stuff.
And that came off the defender there, so I think.
No,
So
Russo didn't seem too bothered, though.
I don't think she knew much about it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Cross.
Cross. Ball across here. Here's Lacasse. One last chance for Arsenal. Cuts inside and it's blocked. And then Ørsted sends it forwards. And Mackenzie Arnold's going to just slow it down.
A huge block to block Lacasse's shot because
Yeah.
Arnold was not going to get there.
So there are 20 seconds to go.
Wow.
That's brilliant. Brilliant block. Well, I don't know. Maybe Arnold would have got there, but...
Either way, she wasn't going to catch it.
And Arnold has held it as long as she possibly can. Now sends it long. Someone needs to hold it up there, but it's one back, and Asay just goes and kicks.
Be careful. Drawing a yellow, I think.
Lea Vauti.
Maybe not. Oh, hang on, I don't know. Yeah, no, she's not. Red.
First yellow card there.
Okay, good.
For Asay. Worth it if they get the result over the line.
Over the 95 now.
Just try to need her in the chest.
Love it.
And everyone's forward. It's like exactly first thing.
Flicked on. Brought down.
Blackstonians can't do anything with it. Snell makes a huge challenge. Katrina Gorey will kick it as far as she can into the Arsenal fans, and that is the full-time whistle. West Ham claim a historic victory against Arsenal as Arsenal drop points in a game they really couldn't afford to. It's West Ham 2, Arsenal 1. A dismal day for the Gunners, a huge day for the Hammers as they climb 5 points ahead of the drop zone. Arsenal now find themselves 3 points behind Chelsea. And Chelsea have a game tonight. So Chelsea could go 6 points clear as Arsenal have a very difficult task ahead of them now.
I mean, what a game. What an absolute cracker of a game. When the West Ham Federations tell you everything. They know that is a huge 3 points in their fight to stay in the WSL. And for Arsenal, that is a huge, huge error. They now find themselves in a spot of bother. They know that this game today could cost them the WSL title. It really could. It's that high stakes. But take nothing away from West Ham. They're absolutely superb. They deserved every single ounce they got from today. And I mean, I can't call player of the match for West Ham.
I can. Hawa Sissoko. Huge goal. Played it excellently all game for me. It's a clear player of the match. But Hayashi's an honourable mention. Katrina Gorey was
hard to decide.
Unflappable.
You've gone to Sissoko. I won't go to Sissoko. It's between Gorey and Hayashi for me. I'll go Hayashi.
Yeah.
Brilliant ball through to win the penalty. Superb for the whole game. But that midfield, Gorey, Hayashi, superb. Snell showed energy when she came on. Sissoko was the goal, everything. Asayi, superb.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Penalty, had a great game.
Asayi deserves a shout.
Oyeki second half.
I was going to say,
was superb. Defensively solid. Arnold made saves when she needed to, and Idaval's face at the end here shows everything. He looks like he had a cry.
Yeah, contrasting emotions in the two camps. Arsenal now have a long road ahead of them.
Bouncing up and down.
West Ham celebrating, but that's huge. A lot of reaction in chat. Alex saying, what a result, fair play, West Ham. Good to see you, Alex. Amira saying, West Ham, y'all. Yeah. Very much so. Big win for them. Major upset for the Gunners. City still 0-0 to Isabella. Yeah, that game
if you're
is
Chelsea,
still tied.
You are smiling.
20 minutes to go. City need a goal.
Chelsea could be 5 points clear come the end of today. That would be massive.
Yeah. I can't believe what a choke, says XTX on. Apologies for I don't know how to say that word / username, but welcome. And Kivilla very happy saying Gorey and Arnold carried. It was a huge effort from all of the team, but Gorey was absolutely phenomenal. And Arnold made some big saves, so valid. It's nice to see you live. No worries, Amira. I'm glad you enjoyed it. As I say, we'll be back on Wednesday night for Conti Cup action, provided we can watch on the FA Player, which I believe we can, but we'll double check before before we're live. If not, that could be very embarrassing. If not, we are definitely live next weekend. It is the return of the Women's FA Cup. Arsenal back in action against Manchester City. So that should be a good game. Join us on Sunday for that. But yeah, very good game of football today. We'll be back hopefully in the week. Thank you guys very, very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.